toss the fuka?
I mean, well, that just sounds
Yeet.
really gay, the way you just said it, so... And I am in my neon green
the
looking
fuka.
fucking
Hey Fuka, you ready to be tossed, boy?
But I don't want to be tossed.
Hey, Fraz, question. How do I turn off the whole shadow effect? Like, when they try and make things foggy.
Oh wait, I can buy a tabletop and
What?
do it.
Don't! Stop spending your goddamn
Dude,
money.
stop spending your money.
Joking, calm down. Holy fuck.
Just wait until the sale happens.
Your
Christ.
dads are upset at you.
How?
I'm
I
older
have
than one of
tabletop,
them.
and I
Shut
bought
up.
it when it was on sale, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's right
happy
on
with
sale.
that purchase.
Also, no
I bought
idea.
it when it was like
Yeah.
$5.
Check settings, options,
I'm
games,
going into
thingy.
options, game.
Just remember, don't check the bottom drawer on the right.
That's what I
No.
think of your, what you just said. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Gotta love pre-show. Alright.
Well, it's the time when all the not so stupid shit happens.
That's true. It's line thickness.
Okay, is everyone that can learn magic in here, by the way?
No. Anybody can learn magic, theoretically.
I mean, there's everyone but Tren in here because his character won't learn magic.
Where is Tren?
He's up. He's eating dinner right now.
Yeah.
Oh, good, so I can kill him terribly.
But okay, this is an announcement for all of King's students. This is the perfect time to do it, so none of you can get upset.
So, DM, what's my ultimate weapon?
Huh?
I was promised an ultimate weapon to destroy Train with.
Don't worry, you'll get exactly what you're asking for.
Can I
And a
finish my
dildo
announcement?
shoved up your
Question.
ass.
Answer.
What the hell led to you guys killing each other?
I told no one to at me, or they would lose their character, because I would kill them.
God.
And then Trin and the DM raced to at me.
I would have
damn it.
won, goddamn, for Trent.
If the DM would have won, I would have just nuked the world.
I mean, you would have tried.
Killing myself too. But
Can I finish the announcement, please?
No. Alright.
we're waiting, bro.
Assholes. He said I couldn't, so you all have to know what he
Don't
said.
be an idiot. Just announce what you're gonna announce.
After the second lesson, you all are going to have to start either A, owing King favors, or B, paying him. A businessman does not give away free products forever.
Okay, here's the thing.
Sure,
Here's the thing.
whatever.
You're still
Except
alive. You are forever
except-
indebted to us.
Except
No.
for Fuka.
Yes,
Spaghetti.
you're actually indebted
Lifetime-
to us, especially me, because I saved your
Only
fucking
Fu-
ass.
He's
He
only
saved you
indebted
from
to
the jail,
Fuka.
bro.
Listen, E-Thoughts, okay? I don't want to hear
He's-
shit.
Fuck you, Tron.
You're all
Yeah,
He's
shut
only
up,
indebted
Trin.
to Fuka.
You're
So
all
Fuka is the
E-Thoughts.
only one who will get permanent free lessons.
Thank you.
Zilpip can make himself useful to King by helping King get better
Oh.
acquainted with his own magic.
Did he just Did he just-
Did he just call you useless?
are you implying something?
I'm implying that the gnome
Zilpip,
is
do you want me to
paralyzed from the
strangle?
neck
Do you want me
down.
to strangle him with his tiny baby hands?
I'm the only freaking good healer, and I'm teaching him magic. If he kills me, he stops learning magic. There's the shitter.
You don't need healer if you have enough hit points.
You're gonna die today anyways, so you're not gonna have much to.
Eat my ass.
No
I can
thanks.
certainly say that
I'd
all,
rather
all
eat
I
a whale's
want.
ass.
Well, good. Because
Leave
Give
me
me
out
a
of
few
this!
years.
Don't you
Give me a
fucking.
give me a few years. Don't worry, I'll get there.
DM.
No, fuck off! I'm not
DM.
involved. I'm not
No,
here.
it's not about the spell situation. It's a serious question that me and Wolf should both know.
That's great.
How old was she?
No, I'm not answering that question.
How old?
No,
Wait, what happened?
jailbait.
No, that's other way. Trend, other way.
Oh.
Yep. That's what the boys are asking about. All right. By the way, for those watching, if you're still watching this on YouTube, pre-show ends in about 20 minutes, so just skip ahead about that, and you'll be at the main game portion.
Oh, and disclaimer: vulgar language and dark themes ahead. So
I mean, that's true.
I mean, you should just put that in the description
viewer
of every
discretion is
single video.
advised.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, we got that out of the way.
God damn it.
I like cheese.
Ancient brain stealer dragon.
What
Wow,
kind
that's
of
fucking
cheese?
terrifying.
Oh yeah, I forgot I found this again, so I'm gonna send this in this.
DM's looking up homebrew monsters.
My favorite cheese is Swiss cheese, actually.
Swiss isn't bad. Not when you
Do you
get
know
it nice and melty.
They've got a Tarask beholder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hot.
they do.
That's kind of hot.
Why
they
would
have
you
just
ever
about
want
everything.
That? Why would you want that? How do you get that? Who fucks a Tarask? I don't.
I mean,
I do.
That sounds like.
Give me the chance, I will.
Yeah, that's probably
I
what's
mean-
gonna happen if Wolf ever
Bill
can.
Pip
That
would
sounds
do
like a
it.
challenge.
Mizna would do it.
No.
That sounds like a challenge.
Mizna would have done it. Mizna would have done it.
I mean, Mizna
I
didn't get...
I personally would do it.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Wolf is gonna attempt to do it now that he's heard of it.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think
I
Wolf
mean,
is
it's
that
not really
bad.
attempt. Is it really an attempt if you're just going to 100% succeed in it? I mean, he's gonna
And
make
if
the
he tries
Tarask his
to,
bitch.
I'm gonna just nuke the world somehow, some way. I will nuke Zilpip.
Good luck on that one. I'm still trying to figure that out.
That I will need great luck for.
You
I'll have
can't.
to, like,
I mean, I have a way
Go
of doing it.
swap his dice out for weighted ones.
No, I mean, I have a way of killing off Zilpip if I wanted to. It just wouldn't be funny or entertaining in the slightest. So
Yeah,
Would it
send
not
a
be funnier
Tarask at the party.
says the guy who's gonna
mean, that
fucking
would be
try and no, he's just gonna try and fucking tame it.
Eventually.
Sending
Eventually,
a
yes.
Sending a
has
Tarask
been-
at the party
should-
would be entertaining for one reason. He'd get to watch us struggle against a damn Tarask.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Let's see.
Because
Yeah.
no offense, with how Zilpip is right now, he could probably fucking take a Tarask.
No.
He'd lose,
no,
but he'd
No.
take it.
no,
No.
no.
That's
Because
high.
he'd try to enslave it.
That's high hopes, but I mean, he's already got his enslaver color on the fucking alien xenomorph thing, and he really doesn't.
That
use
kind of
that.
that sounds kind of hot. Enslaver collar? I mean,
There's no other.
You
way
digging
calling it.
yourself in the
Calling it-
hole, boys. You
I
digging
mean-
yourself.
I mean, I could
Wolf,
use.
Wolf is just
Hey,
kinky
Wolf,
like that.
Can you give me an enslaver collar? like
No!
IRL enslaver collar?
No! Well, if you do that, I will kill Zilpip. I don't care if it's bullshit. I will end him. Don't you fucking do that to me.
So, Zilpip suddenly has a heart attack. He loses all of his hit points and has 2 death saving fails.
You give Tran one of those enslaver collars, I will start putting health problems on every character in this fucking campaign.
Why every character?
Because fuck you, I'm not gonna be nice to anybody.
Why?
Yeah, I'm the victim in this fucking situation.
Good.
I
Be
mean,
the victim and be quiet.
Fuck no, you little bastard.
Hey, just because I am
You
one.
almost called the DM a little bitch.
No, he almost
So
called me the
so
N-word.
it's mean and cruel when I tell someone to shut the fuck up, but
It
when
is.
you do it, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's
Nah.
also the guy who has ultimate power over the world. So
Nah, you're full of shit.
I am the Twitch streamer, thus I do as I want.
Yawn.
Got a fucking problem
I
with it?
mean, we can also get you banned.
You can, but then
I
you
mean,
lose
I
out.
think I
Then you
I
lot
can
gotta
do
go
that
find
real
your own D&D game.
Yeah,
I'll
come
make
to me, guys.
I'll make one. I will be your new DM. You're welcome.
Oh god.
No.
DMs, because
Oh,
Trent
yeah.
DMs will be filled with JoJo references, and I
God damn
literally
it!
nuke the
Okay,
world.
I'm not that low of a
You
human
are-
being.
Trent,
okay?
all you are
You
JoJo
are.
references.
Bullshit.
I would never make a
Ruins an
campaign.
entire JoJo campaign.
I
My
mean,
own campaign would be, hi guys, welcome to my homebrewed Trends Adventures.
I mean, yeah.
campaign.
Although I'd love to see Trent actually have to do all the footwork that is with being a DM, because he thinks it's easy. I want to
Oh
see
hell
him.
no.
I mean, I don't think it's easy, mainly because that's why I don't want to do it. I'm just making a joke about it, because, yeah.
Wow.
I've made up adventures on the fly, and they have been okay, but something planned out is always better.
I mean, you think they're okay until your players actually tell you otherwise.
I got confirmation from the players that it was okay.
You can't count your mother.
My mom wasn't one of them.
Are you sure about that?
If you're either A,
Positive.
sleeping from them, or you were birthed but from them, they don't count.
No, I was not sleeping with
Oh,
either
that was
of
great.
them or birthed from either of them.
I mean, you never know.
That's debatable.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Okay, I'll let Maya know you guys think I was birthed from her.
I mean, safe assumption.
Holy crap!
What?
I just, you included the actual picture, DM.
What picture?
The Moby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
with
saw
the
that?
item.
You never saw
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I never looked at
I
it.
need to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually included the picture of
Don't
the...
ask what I had to, how many
Where?
images I had to go through for that item. It was so bad. It is not the first image that pops up,
Where is it?
and that's why I didn't publish
Just
it.
go to Trans character, Jesus.
Or just
Oh,
Google the
okay.
Moby.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna, because I don't want that in my search history, because... No. I don't want to explain that to my dad.
because I don't need the FBI more up my ass than they are.
Well,
mean,
they're up there
well,
with the
you don't
Moby.
really
You should
need-
be you're really in trouble. So yeah,
Oh
Wolf.
my
That's the reason why I haven't published that weapon. I don't think that D&D and Beyond would appreciate if I did that. At least not as of
They
yet.
might. I mean, I've seen sex toys. If you go look for, I did this out of pure curiosity.
Yeah,
There's
I bet.
an entire category for sex toys.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
He's got a sister kink. What's that? Oh, Fuka, you're into anime. What's that called? Little Sister Complex? Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
I do not have a sister kink.
Oh, here, one sec. Wait,
You don't need-
we've got to confirm.
Anita!
I forgot the dash, so it's not proper Japanese, but you know, works close enough.
Anita!
I have never made her call me that, and I've asked her to do it once as a joke, because it was
Oh, you gotta.
Okay, it's
You're
confirmed.
not helping
He's
me.
got
I did not do it in a dirty way, you fucker.
Right, as a joke. Sure.
I believe
He had one of the longest beat-off marathons of his life after that.
I know.
She did.
Much.
She didn't say it. She won't say it.
YouTube, please don't ban me for that.
I can
say it, and she would.
That's right, Kevin.
We cannot and will not conform nor deny Cameron's age, nor will we confirm or deny Mia's age at this point.
Noted.
Her name is Maya, so when she rewatches this and kicks your ass for calling
She
her
won't do
Mia again,
anything. Oh, the fuck
Oh,
she
she
will.
will.
No. She's too busy calling you Oni-chan.
Hey, DM, I found a spell called Magic Mouth. It would be perfect for Tren.
Oh, yes.
Tren, you have to learn Magic Mouth from Cameron.
Oh no. No, that's not in the book. Please, for the love of
It
God.
is in the book.
It is.
It's in the player's handbook.
Oh my God. You're
It
fucking
allows
kidding
them
me.
to
No
create
fucking
talking
way.
items.
It's a second level spell. Magic Mouth.
God
It
damn it.
allows them to create mouths that do actions and say words when certain conditions are met.
Nope,
God,
nope.
I've been studying the spells too much.
That's
Wait,
kind of hot.
I'm looking up. I'm gonna see something.
Magic Mouth.
Look at that.
Wait,
What
does that mean he can finally give Zilpip the blowjob he's never had but always wanted?
I need you to stop that right now. I don't care about tiny gnome pee-pee. I see mine enough already.
Just imagine a garden gnome with a just huge heart on.
like,
No.
You know what's sad?
With a Moby-sized heart on.
You know what's sad? I can actually imagine that.
Of course you can.
I am not asking you guys to
Yeah,
get her
see?
to say it, you
So,
fucking liar.
I mean, everyone else can confirm this.
I think you're asking us to call you a Twitch thought.
I mean, we already knew Cameron was a Twitch thought.
Video evidence.
No, video evidence of
will show
what?
that I am not asking.
I
You
mean,
don't really need video evidence when we're talking about you, Cameron.
I mean, yeah,
Everyone
man.
should just immediately.
Do I need to show the DMs that you've been sending me to get her to say it on stream so that way you can record it, man? What the hell? I mean, I will show the DMs.
You are bullshitting. And I know you're bullshitting. Fucker.
What'd you just call him?
I called him a fucker.
Alright.
Alright, okay, I guess we know what's going on here.
I crossed that line tonight, yes.
You're being murdered right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm dead.
Can I keep
Alright.
all the books just in case?
You guys are now gonna lose the guy who can teach magic. Have fun.
No, we're
I
gonna
mean,
lose the guy who owns the books who can
That's
teach
not-
us magic.
That's not the biggest issue. There are other magical people in the world that can teach magic, so it's not the biggest issue. You're just the most convenient.
I apologize for my use of foul language in this instance.
I
Damn
mean, you're
straight,
gonna have to
Cracker.
apologize to Zilpip for calling him useless.
That I will not do because he is physically.
Did you call me
magically
useless?
very
He did.
adept.
Yeah, he did.
Boy?
He did.
No.
Did you not
Okay,
realize that?
he implied that you
No.
Excuse me?
He
No, he
implied
did
that
not
you were
imply.
useless.
He
John,
did
it
not.
wasn't implied.
No,
it was
he
the-
said
I just
Zilpip
said
has
that.
to be of use. So that is therefore
Yeah.
stating Zilpip is useless. So
Yep. No one calls my papa useless. Or else I'll
You're
eat
still
your
gonna
ass.
die.
Oh
Your
my
papa's
God.
gonna murder you with an ultimate weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of kinky though. I mean, so I don't really mind.
Oh my god, we are all.
Hey DM,
screwed
change
up
of
in the
plans. I'm gonna kill Cameron instead.
but that's
Sounds like-
Pick a book.
I don't want to watch that. It's just gonna be real sad more than anything.
I'll
It's
just
like
keep healing myself until I run out of spell slots.
It's like putting down a dumb puppy. You just don't do it, man. That's not cool. Put it up for adoption
Oh,
instead.
that's an insult to the. That is an insult to the dumb puppy.
I mean, that's-
It's like
Oh, you-
drop kicking a retarded baby bunny.
Hey, what's up,
You
guys?
guys are assholes.
Did I hear retarded baby? What's up?
I mean, I would punish Cameron by sending him to rejected potential, but I just feel like he's just gonna be so much more into trying to flirt with Zia, and I just feel really bad about that situation.
Yeah, don't
Switch them?
Yeah, there we go. You guys can have Zia, and they can have King. Oh, I think that's a great idea. Someone, all right.
Yeah, I'm okay with this trade.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
can we trade one more for Bastion?
Wait a second, who are we trading? Oh no.
You.
I mean,
You're getting
you
drafted.
are the weakest
You're going
link.
to be-
Goodbye.
This is a goodbye.
You're getting drafted back into the B team.
Okay, I'm sorry. Zilpip is not useless.
I
That's
think
right.
it's a little too
Can't
late.
prove
The
anything.
trade has already been put up.
Yeah, I mean, if
Um,
anything, you're the youth.
And to be fair, I mean, Bastion is now playing a Hexblade, although he is probably more capable than Aaron.
He's a chicken.
Yes.
He's a fucking chicken.
Yeah, well, no, he's smart. He knows when to run and not fight. If that boat had been capsized, he would have
And
just
you
swam.
guys just got shut down by Maya.
Aw, Mia, come on. Don't be like this.
Wait a second. Zilpip, I love that. You just said...
Oh, the running dick.
That's so great.
God damn it.
I don't think I will ever sleep ever again.
You'll just go into a trance looking at that. That will be your form of sleep.
But
Yeah.
I apologize for calling Zilpip useless. He
Alright.
is not useless.
You
Alright,
guys are gonna
Paul's
have
not
to.
upset.
Body he can actually move.
You guys are gonna have to convince Zia to come over here to your guys' group. I think she's gonna need a lot of bribing to get her to come over. But she is probably at this point more valuable than King, just because of the fact that she has the Mark of the Kraken now.
That's kind
I
of
am willing to give my bribe point to her.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wow.
Be a little fucking
oh,
bribe.
dang.
Damn.
Yeah, but then you guys gotta travel us to each other to swap us. That's another issue.
Or we can just.
Let me say it. Let me say it. Let me say it. Don't ruin the thing.
Okay.
I'm just asking if
Steelers
I'm just asking if she's watching the stream. That's all. I mean, nothing else. Goddamn Cameron and his Oni-chan bullshit.
I did not start the Oni.
You literally said, I
Alright.
only asked
You
her
tried to
once.
get her to say it once.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I admitted to this.
You know, she has a 9-year-old sister. I wonder if the age conversion is just lower on that situation.
Oh my
Cameron
god.
tried to get her to say
No,
it.
that
Yeah.
no.
To
no.
each their own, buddy boy.
I wonder if Cameron tried to get her
Hell
sister.
no.
to say it,
As
too.
a signing bonus, John, what are you, a fucking coach?
Hell no.
Fucking hell.
Why? Why?
Oh my god, that's actually, I mean, she might go for it. I wouldn't blame her if she did.
Maya, don't go with it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't listen to him. He's the one that made you call him Oni-chan. Don't listen to him. He's the disgusting pervert.
I'm having the elixir saving thing with my bribe
Uh-huh.
points. I might as well just give it away and not think about it anymore.
Well, you
The
still
moment
have
I give it
to-
away is the moment I need to use it.
Yeah, you
Bet.
still technically okay. Yeah, you still technically are indentured to King to protect him.
Yeah, but if he's on the other side of the globe and you die, yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah,
not
he's
his
gonna
problem
start
anymore.
traveling to be the instant I'm in danger. So
I'm
he's
sorry,
gonna be at a
I
good
don't-
distance.
I don't protect thoughts. See ya.
Damn.
Wonder if I have restoration.
Oh my god.
God damn, I might as well just retire at this point because you guys all freaking want someone else.
I mean,
feel the love.
Hey, I mean, you're the one who called the group leader useless. That's kind of your own fault. You know?
I've apologized for it.
Yeah, well, group mentality, buddy. It
And
seems
I'm
like they
still
all
teaching
follow
him
Wolf.
magic.
I mean,
Did you just said I still get mad dick?
what? Yeah.
I
No,
swear.
I said I'm still teaching him magic.
Oh, I heard mad dick. I'm like, what the fuck? You're
We
gay?
all know where Trent's mine is.
Well, we've known that for a
Listen.
while.
Listen.
Tren has been on Wolf's dick since day one. We knew that for a fact.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I
Hey.
forgot.
Ever since the cuddling session, I mean, those two have been inseparable.
No. I've been on his two. Get it right. Okay? He has two.
God damn.
Zilpip and Pipliz. Okay?
Yeah, Pipliz is probably a eunuch, most likely, seeing as the fact that he's, you know.
He doesn't need one. He just needs a
simulacrum.
rock.
No. He has one.
Oh god, we did not need to know this.
I'm glad I do know, though.
You idiots were the ones talking about it in the first place.
What's up, boys?
I just said we now know where Trent's mind is. Trent kept talking about it. I
Yeah.
shut up.
Tiny gnome pee. What's up, boys?
God.
Pre-show. Half the enjoyment is just sitting here in silence listening to you lot, and then egging it
what's up?
on. What's going on, Tren?
Wait a second. Should I, like...
Stop sucking Wolf's dick? Probably.
Well, you see, I would, but that's kind of gay to stop.
He's kind of swallowed it at this point.
Yeah, no kidding.
No. Swallowing is her pussy.
No wonder he
I
has no
want-
interest
I
in Tracy. He's got plenty with Wolf.
Listen, I only eat.
I thought it was
okay?
I am the large, hairy Turkish man.
Oh
You
no!
are.
Terry's identity has been revealed.
Terry, face reveal this stream.
Oh,
Stream name turns into Terry face
oh,
reveal.
dude, we are doing that for our hike when Fuka is up here.
What? What? No.
Wolf, start growing out your beard. We need the face reveal. Oh man. Oh god. Yeah, it's sad. Amia has the worst luck, and yet she's still more wanted than Cameron. How does that make you feel, Cameron?
Kind of betrayed.
Really? Only kind of? Wow, that's impressive. You really are ignorant to the world. Okay.
No, I'm just a guy to believe in these assholes who I call my friends.
Hey, what's up?
Hi. I'm the nice asshole.
Wait, we're friends?
Did you just say you have
I
a
didn't
nice
agree
asshole?
to this. I mean, we already knew
Fuka,
that
did
answer
you just
to
say you
Fuka.
have a nice asshole?
I said I am the nicest
I mean,
asshole
he
in the
is
group.
gay,
dumbass.
and to be fair, he has proven that, most likely.
DM? Really?
Yes. Give me a second. I'm just answering a question before we start. Depends, Fraz, slowly or fast? Besides,
well,
good question.
make it slow.
Fast is the only
Make
way
it
we know how.
no. Make it real slow, but
That's kind of
Slow. I
I'm
assume
kinda-
slow and unnoticeable.
Maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on here?
We're all having an orgy.
No.
Unnoticeable.
No,
And
well,
it's
no,
gonna
no,
be
Not have
it's gonna
any
be
of
slow
these- No, thank
and
you.
sensual.
Sensual.
And it's
I am
only
not
gonna be you
RSVP'd
and
to this
Wolf that
event.
shows up. All right. It was a trap all along.
Wait, let me get my dice. Okay, I got.
All
got my
right.
dice.
We ready, boys?
Yeet.
And Cameron.
I wasn't even included in the boys. That hurts. My pride.
Oh my god.
You have pride still? Wow.
You have pride or what?
Guys, come on.
Fuka, would you rather me make jokes at your expense?
Yes, do it.
Shuts up immediately. That's what I thought, buddy boy. All right.
I'm just gonna walk.
Harass the black
could-
man.
I do it every day.
Yes, please
You could
harass
make
a black
jokes
man
at
and get
Trent's
banned up.
expense.
I mean,
I could, but Tren just gets annoying after a while, so.
I just get more autistic the more he makes fun of me. Is that really fun?
I mean, it's entertaining, and I could break Tren like I've done before, but then, you know, it becomes boring and uninteresting after a few minutes, because he really can't fight back.
Eat my ass, DM.
Let's see, that's
At
the
least
best
I'm
comment
not a
he
ginger
has.
man making vinegar in my closet.
What?
Wait, what?
Who makes vinegar?
Okay,
You,
let's start.
apparently.
Let's start.
No,
Let's
no, no,
start.
I want to answer this. Who makes vinegar in their closet? I'm
Crap.
curious.
I mean, I guess you could call it mine because I have vinegar, but I mean.
At least I'm not, you know, going and hitting on my little sister. Alright, moving on.
Oh!
So,
Oh,
As
I
we-
don't
shit.
hit on my little sister.
Yeah.
welcome
Assholes.
to the main game. For those who are joining us, we are, as usual, making fun of King, but, you know, there's nothing new with that. So,
They've
as-
been cyberbullying me. Help.
I mean, it's not really cyberbullying. We'd bully you in your face, but unfortunately, I don't feel like traveling up to the snowy lands of Michigan.
Actually, it's warmer here right now than it is where you are.
Yeah.
It's been
That's
around
good.
70 all week.
It's 88 here right now. Fucking 70 I would kill for right now. I'm sweating so
Sorry, I
bad
meant
my
cooler,
balls
so
have
come on
almost
up.
melted out. Alright.
It's 81 in the middle of the night. What's up, guys?
Fucking goddamn you, Trent. Yeah, but
It
none of
hits
us are
40.
only like 100 pounds soaking wet, Trent, and can enjoy the heat. You know, when you pack on a few hundred more pounds, buddy, then you got a problem. Alright,
Okay.
so,
Fair enough.
welcome to the game. Last time we left off on a short session due to the fact that I really had nothing prepped. And I
For
was
the
kind of
bullshit that we had told.
Well, no, it was more of I hadn't really prepped for the game, and yeah, so... Anyways, the group managed to avoid a massive giant king cobra, more of a king yuan-ti, after Wolf tried to molest its tail. The group...
I wanted it. I wanted it so bad.
That's kind of hot.
That sounded very wrong.
Kind of hot.
I mean, says the guy who ate a plastic fucking pineapple. Alright,
I thought it was real.
Yeah,
I learned and I threw
it was
came
just
out.
like the cock ring you've been swallowing this entire time. Alright, so
Boom
DM's in a
Ouch.
feisty mood because he's been working out and he finally has energy today. So, as far as it goes, last time we left off, the group managed to travel through the genocide lands. John completely murdered a poor priest.
Hey, it was self-defense, asshole.
No, yeah, hey, that was dope, dude. The way you killed him was dope.
That poor
Yeah.
priest did not deserve that, and then you fed his or used his corpse to have today.
Okay, that wasn't
That
fine.
was-
That wasn't
that
That
was
was
We
in
fine.
the
gave his
priest. That
corpse
was
to
Wait,
Zilpip.
no.
That was the
No.
I
murder
put a
guy.
ham where we
hold
had
on.
murdered it.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
No, stop. I didn't use that corpse.
That's true. You used
I
Fred.
still have that corpse in the bag of holding.
You used Fred's corpse, the poor fucking
I did.
mercenary that almost
And
was
he was
almost
still
dead.
alive.
Yeah.
Rip Fred.
Yeah, he's not alive anymore, especially after someone cast enlarged creature on him and blew his knee open. After his chest was popped open, you know. God
Yep.
damn. So, in comes the group through the genocide lands where John managed to murder a poor defenseless priest who had literally only 20
He was
HP.
about to kill me.
Aaron
Yep.
drew a map, and King realized he was the best teacher because he can't do anything else. As Zilpip likes to say quite often, those who can't do teach.
Damn.
Hey, I can still teach people how to make fire whiskey.
Please do. I want you to blow up. It'd be entertaining to me.
You're not helping your case.
You really aren't. And for those keeping track, currently Cameron, the player of King, has lost the most characters in this campaign. In fact, he is the only one who has lost characters in this campaign.
Yes, that is
By
true.
the way,
I lost
that's
Freya.
2.
I lost.
And at level 5 currently is the highest level of the group. So, anyways, as we continue on, the group managed to leave the genocide lands after ruthlessly murdering a poor priest and taking his corpse and leaving a pile of just nothing of blood and viscera. The group
And a
continued
ham.
on. Oh yeah, and a ham. Fucking ham,
That was
goddammit.
my idea. The
King's one give to the group has been the fact that he had a ham as a replacement for the corpse. Congratulations. That is your greatest achievement as of this campaign.
Yeah.
I've also been teaching them spells.
Well, trying.
Well,
I mean, I still haven't learned the spell, so.
So, as the group
Well, that's
continued
your own
on,
fault.
they managed to make it to the border of the Snow Elf lands, where they have now come to the beginning of a mountain pass into the Snow Elf land kingdoms. Currently, they're praying they don't die. But besides that, they are continuing to rest while Zilpip watches his xenomorph feed on the corpse after having it stabbed. Aaron has been working on a map. King has sat down and started to teach people in his great wisdom of utter idiocracy.
same thing.
Truly.
I'll start a college later.
Yeah, no.
You do realize you
Children
gotta
are
live
dumb.
that long, right? That's kind of part of the whole.
If King dies, he gives his only possessions left to the party. Christmas shop he owns.
That's great. What was I checking?
Mm. Steep
I
eggs.
was looking up something real quick from my own notes. Give me one moment, because there's something important that's probably going to come into factor. Probably. And it does involve most likely your death. Alright, let me just open up something and we will begin, boys, because I forgot to do this during pre-show because I was busy roasting Cameron.
Not that hard.
Really isn't.
Almost as easy as me.
Apparently, Tren, you're completely uneasy since you don't have no sex drive and you're only doing is sucking on wolf's dick.
I wouldn't call that easy. I mean, if you can do that, then good job.
I would definitely call that easy. Where is that note? What the fuck? Give me a moment. I'm trying to find the name of someone real quick that for some reason I don't seem to have in my immediate drive, which is bothering me.
Ragnar Lod.
No. You wouldn't know what I'm looking up, so stop, don't try and guess. Guess. Oh, fuck. Can't talk today. Let's see. So you guys have a chance to continue to roast Cameron if you want while I look this up.
Please don't.
Cameron, you're my long lost son. Boom, roasted.
That is the scariest idea I've ever heard, especially since I'm older than you, Trent.
Just to bring something back to Cameron, Cameron looks like the person who killed Michael Jackson.
Boom, roasted.
Boom roasted.
Boom, roasted. Quick, get him out, boys. Keep
There we
pumping
go.
him out.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I found the note I was trying to find. Alright, so, as you...
Oh good, our untimely death has come.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially King's, because he's useless at everything else. So...
Oof.
Boom,
The offer
roasted.
still stands, Mia, if you want to join the Grim Legacy. I mean, it's about time you get an upgrade. I mean, at least no one in this party dies to a Kraken.
Oh! Ooh, still fresh too.
So,
Just like that crack.
Boom roasted, Fuka.
Seriously.
I actually don't care. It was just a character to me.
that's even sadder. So, as I was stating, as they managed to sit at the base of the mountain, getting ready to head into the main mountain pass that leads into the Snow Elf lands, the group tucks in for the night, with Aaron finishing up the current map he's been working on, which he should have somewhere in his messages. If he doesn't, then that's his problem, not mine.
Oh, but I don't have it in my messages.
Guess what that means, Tren?
Oh, okay.
Yep, I answered
You
your question
drew
in
it.
the same statement. So yes, as the group settles down, tension rises between two characters as time continues, and the night grows darker. The snowstorm picks up, and X starts lighting fires around him. The camp. The smell of ice, dirt, and the fresh pain of a poor, defenseless corpse of Fred is still in the air.
Hey DM, what does ice smell like?
Have you never
Hey,
smelled
Zilpip,
like...
guess, would you like to know that answer?
No.
Nope, here, I'm gonna answer that for you. Give me a minute. Let me get my dice roller out here for you.
Come on.
It smells like Tren. Congrats.
Those who don't know what Trend smells like, that's ass and sweat. Alright,
Thank you.
So, as the party tucks in, the xenomorph seems to cry a little bit, snuggling up into the body, which Zopip has yet to name. Aaron continues to play with his map. Yes,
And
I made
myself.
that both my ways. Thank you. King settles down to teach the those who can be taught. Owlus and Zopip learn a spell each. Zopip gaining the spell Resurrection. I almost said erection. Thank God. My mind.
Freudian slip?
Yep. Before I mean, that's the bad guy I'm gonna throw at you. There's the whole thing. The grandest dick of them all, the Moby Senior.
Oh no.
Oh, you mean oh yes.
It's a new monster for Aaron to tame. You know, given the fact of what I know about Aaron, that makes it much worse. Never mind. I'm gonna stop here.
I'm going to
Yes,
help
go
me
ahead,
teach,
King.
so that I have the light to teach by. I'm gonna pull out. You know what? I'm gonna cast light on the biggest thing that I have that's not more than 10 pounds. That's not more than 10 feet in any diameter, and that is my backpack.
All right. Now, main question for everyone. So I know the guard rotation is, I'm assuming, normal. Fraz takes first, then followed by Zopip, then followed by Minigrade, correct? I assume that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
who is asleep right now? Just out of curiosity.
Everybody but Fraz, I think.
Well, that's first watch. I'm just making sure watch order, so I have that ready. So the second thing is, I assume everyone settles down to eat rations and get their daily food portions in, correct?
Let's drink, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is
T-poses while
Zilpip gonna
eating.
bring out a cask of ale?
Oh no.
T-poses while eating.
Well, I mean, I would, but I don't have one. Does X have any that I can buy off him?
X does. He has about 4 kegs in the front caravan. front of the caravan.
How much?
He just starts handing out barrels and saying, "Drink up, boys. It's gonna be a long and cold night, and tomorrow we pass through the lands of a very dangerous man, Zasargi."
I really don't
I'm
think
not
they.
gonna drink because I'm already freezing to the bone.
Suzuki?
That's not bothering me.
I really don't think there's anyone as scarier than fucking Zilpip, right?
So he hands out barrel ale and says, "All it is a light thing. It's not higher than a couple percent. It's enough to get you drunk, and it should smell of walnuts. It's a special dwarven brew from the southern isles."
It smells like nut.
God damn it.
God damn
Well,
it,
better
Trev.
than the human.
What?
Damn straight at
So
that.
Fraz,
Not that human, the big one.
John, give me a sleight of hand check for me, please. Also, I need to bring Dicey into this chat one of these times.
15, 21.
Okay, let me check something to see if that passes. 21, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as you guys start to drink, enjoying yourselves, King and Aaron, Alice, do you guys all take a drink? John and Zilpip, I assume already, well, I know Zilpip's going
Oh,
to.
I'm not.
Oh yeah,
drinking
I am
because
chugging.
I'm first watch.
I will not, actually, because I'm already cold to the bone, so what's the point in trying to drink to stay warm?
Well, you still got a water
Because you're
skin.
fucking cold.
And to be fair, I mean, that will insult X. You are a dwarf, you do know for a fact that refusing another dwarf's drink is one of the biggest insults that you can give.
I'll drink one pint of ale then.
Alright.
1 pint of it.
As he hands you a mug, does Alice and Aaron take up drinks as
Give
well?
me it all.
Just starts chugging out of the cask.
He picks the barrel up, roll strength check.
Oh, yeah. Alice, what about you?
Yeah, I'll take a swig.
Alright. So as you guys each enjoy yourselves a couple of drinks, X sits there drinking a couple of swigs out of his own premium barrel that looks to smell more of a whiskey than a beer or than an ale. And the rest of the mercenaries, those who are left and those who aren't starving and cold, sit around the fires enjoying themselves, passing on war stories, joking about. So Alice, Aaron, you said you chug. Zilpip, you say you chug, and then King, since you're also having a drink, go ahead and each of you give me a Constitution check to see if you guys get drunk at all.
Okay.
Yeet.
Constitution check.
Yeah, just a check.
That's a 19 with the modifier.
Well, Aaron's fine. Drinks like
15.
a champ. All right, Zilpip starts to feel a bit of a
Constitution
buzz.
check.
Dope.
That's
what I'm going for anyway. A good buzz.
So 20 total.
20 total. All right, King, you start to feel you feel a slight buzz, and then Alice, Alice is basically wasted. Off 1 cup.
I look at my student and go to fucking bed, you drunken young student.
Alice kind of just falls over and passes out next to the fire.
I'm
as
not
he
drinking
breathes,
because I'm the DD.
no worries, John. As Alice kind of breathes, the fire seems to stoke up a little bit more.
Oh, good, we got an automated fire stoker. This works.
Brilliant plan, boys.
As the night goes on,
Quick, give me some food to cook.
you guys each have a ration of your own, enjoying yourself, minus Zilpip, who doesn't have to eat anymore because, you know, fuck
He has
reality.
no stomach.
At this point, you guys are starting to wonder which one's the clone and which one's real because neither of them eat anymore.
We have different gas masks. Mine's a little scarier.
The other one's full of kittens
Question:
and
does
stickers.
anyone get drunk enough to mistake Zilpip for a puppy?
No. Well, Alice would if he didn't
Damn.
pass out.
Damn it.
But Alice is
I can
very
just
warm
see
and
it now.
drunk.
Wait, what?
Alice, you are warm and drunk, and you are out like a light.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
good news,
nice.
you get a long rest, a very deep long rest.
I'm gonna head to bed after finishing to teach
Can someone
the
protect
spells
my
that
body
that
because
was
of
requested of me.
Okay. Alright, so, as the rest of the party starts to kind of crash for the night and relax, enjoying the tales from some of the mercenaries, telling of lost lovers, some of their conquests. One of them tells of a story of his sister, and one of the other guards seems to talk about how how hot that sister was. One tells
Where
of
have I
something
heard
about,
that before?
One
Right?
seems to talk about something from the Tiefling lands, about something of you guys don't really understand, something with an O-N-I, but you really don't understand the language he seems to be speaking.
Boom roasted.
You
Oh
do
my
notice
God.
something kind of interesting amongst the mercenaries. There is a tiefling that is kind of awkward looking overall. Whereas most of the mercenaries seem to be a mix of either elves or half-elves or mountain elves. Very few actually dwarves amongst them, to be honest, other than X himself. The tiefling seems to be the only one who seems to be speaking in a foreign language, and also seems to be, every once in a while, seems to have like a dark flame that comes off his hands as he jokes around with the group.
What language is it specifically? Is it Common, Celestial, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin? Probably
none of
neither
those.
one. Okay.
Yes.
Can't.
What about
Most
Abyssal?
likely infernal.
It's probably his foreign language.
It's infernal. That is correct.
I want to cast Comprehend Languages
Go
on
for it.
myself.
I
Every
speak
goddamn
infernal.
Wait, King? Yeah, but he doesn't care what King thinks.
I speak
I
disappointment.
know, but
does
that
that
means I can understand the damn
does-
joke.
I speak disappointment. Does that count?
No.
No.
The only thing that you seem to understand is that no one likes King.
Dang, dude.
I
We're
mean,
going hard today.
hey,
Alright.
it's not inaccurate. So, one of the things you seem to understand, Zilpip and King, is that he seems to be telling a joke. He seems to be the one joking about something about a little sister complex. But he also starts to speak about a contract and his homeland, and that he was once part of a clan that is very famous in the Tiefling lands. You also
Interesting.
notice at this point that he has a bright blue hair that seems to be almost like a bluish silver color, and his horns seem to be almost a snow white color. But he
If
is
this is
still
a
dark
reference to
colored.
something, I have no fucking clue what.
Yeah.
But he seems
Oh
to
my
talk
god, is
about
that a JoJo reference?
no.
No.
Sheesh.
No.
You know, Trent, one day I'll make one and you're gonna be so shocked you're gonna be silent the rest of the game. So, no, he seems to be talking about something about demonic contracts and offering one of the elven mercenaries the chance to learn something great if he wishes to go and spend some time off in the forest practicing magic.
Like anyone would fucking fall for that.
That sounds evil, but I'm okay with that, so I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna
I thought you were
play
gonna
or
join
anything,
him.
I'm just gonna listen and just kind of,
The guy-
observe. I'm
guy-
a scientist.
The guy continues to try and convince him, and the elf, as he continues to drink more, seems more and more convinced that this is a good idea. And the more you listen to it, the more you realize it's not a good idea.
I'm gonna yell over at the
I'm
elf.
going to go to bed.
Okay. Yes, Zilpip?
I'm gonna yell over at the elf.
Okay.
Go for it, dude. This dude's trustworthy.
I'm just gonna
damn
join
it.
in just to peer pressure him.
God damn it.
No idea what the hell's happening. Look up
And-
just to do it.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm gonna join in the cheering. Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
The elf kind of nods with his third drink, or with his fourth drink, and seems to be really ecstatic at the whole thing. And the tiefling, the male tiefling seems to take him off into the forest. X kind of looks off at him, kind of gives him a wink, and then goes back to what he was working on as he's whittling away a statue.
They're about to fuck in the forest.
So, Zilpip, as
They're
you
about to
kind
do
of start
something
to go
worse.
relax and go into your trance for the night, pretty much so you can get your long rest. John, give me a perception check to see how you do in the night.
Wait, plus 7, 16, 20, no.
7.
Plus 7,
4,
damn,
23.
dude.
No, yeah, it is 23. Yeah, that was legit.
I believe that. I love that you still have hidden race as your character, even though you are changeling and everyone fucking knows it.
Everyone knows it.
I just didn't bother to fucking change it back.
Also, we can't look at your character sheet.
Yeah, no. Because you've got it set to private. I'm the only one able to. How do you a fucking goddamn man? Yeah, he's got like that's all. He has 3 things he's really good at, and that seems to always be what he focuses on. So as the night goes on, you kind of notice that X continues to whittle away. He seems to at one point go and talk on his on his crystallized phone. Lack of a better word. He seems to be talking to someone, but it doesn't seem to be anything really menacing. It's more sounds about like something that trade deals that kind of you overall ignore, not really interested in it at this point. At one point you hear King's stomach start to growl and grumble. King seems to mutter something. You don't really catch it overall, but it seems to be something about snow and ice.
He definitely shat himself.
I mean, at this point, since you guys haven't really bathed in a week, I mean, the smell isn't that great, but you've dealt with worse when you used to travel with your carnival.
Well, I thought we got precedent.
I'm slipping at the rain. I'm slipping at the reins.
That was about a week ago.
About a week ago.
As you guys continue on, or as the night continues on, John, you also notice a slight scream come after about an hour or so into your watch, coming from the forest, and a loud splat, and then everything went silent, and then nothing seems to happen.
Zilpip, in his trance, just kind of smiles.
Zilpip assumes that there was a sex act that went on that just went really dark.
Oh, Jesus.
John, that's about all you notice overall throughout the night. It's pretty peaceful overall.
Good.
The music
Nothing always happens at the first watch.
The music right now is almost perfect. I really need to turn this up. Give me a second.
We'll never be able to hear it, sadly.
I know, that's unfortunate for you.
I mean, you can if you're fine with your ears bleeding.
Yeah, really. If you want, I can give you the timestamp where I'm currently at in the song if you really are interested, but otherwise it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
So,
doesn't really matter.
as the night continues on, so Zilpip takes second watch, I assume?
Yep.
Alright, Zilpip, give me 2 perception checks.
2? Okay. First one is a 15 total.
Okay.
Second one is also a 15.
Okay, so as you, enjoy the night, you see the tiefling seems to finally come back. The man seems to be very happy. His hair is now more of a bright reddish black color. And his horns have gone to a jet black as well. And he just seems to be smiling as he seems to be wiping the dust off of his pants or something. Basically trying to get something off of him overall, but it looks like dirt.
If he ever looks over at me, I'm just gonna kind of nod at him.
He gives you a nod back and a wink, and then climbs into one of the little tents, and passes out. You hear snoring almost immediately from the guy.
It's tuckered out.
A few minutes later, you notice the elf come back, and he is missing half an arm. His left arm has been completely cut off cleanly at the elbow, and he seems very startled and very pale now. And X just kind of looks at him. You see him pull a crossbow and pull the trigger, and then the guy drops. X gets up, tosses the body in the fire, and goes back to his woodworking as he continues his watch.
What? That lovely aroma.
Sheesh.
Alice starts to smell the scent of cooking meat as he is still passed out by the fire.
Meat.
Yeah, I'm sure you like that.
So, as the night goes on, Zilpip, you also notice something that seems to catch your eye for a second. Off in the distance, above you, seems to be a cave entrance that you kind of catch just barely as a light seems to flicker into it, and something very large and round seems to enter it and then and disappear with the light.
What kind of thing is that?
What?
That's hot.
Did I? That's all I see.
You see a dark. It looks to be a dark figure. It's about. It's a good. Roughly a half a mile away up the path.
Is it like humanoid? Does it look like it's like a giant?
It looks like it would be considered a large creature, from what you can gather, and it's rather round looking.
Hmm.
But you really can't make out anything other than the size and shape of it.
Bummer. Okay. Yeah.
Gonna leave it alone?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with that. I've learned to avoid caves.
What, you don't want a second, asshole? God damn, come on, it might be a goblin.
Did I hear second asshole?
Alright, yeah. I'm not
Alright.
doing anything with it.
So as the night continues on, the only thing that seems to catch your eye until about 3 in the morning is that X doesn't seem to sleep at all. He continues working on something as he whittles away. You also hear the occasional king grumble, stomach grumble. Seems to kind of, for a second, seems to be a little bit in pain and grimace, but otherwise seems fine. Alice continues to dream about meat,
Yeah,
and
pineapple.
Aaron is, well, being Aaron, you don't want to know what he's doing in the back room.
Yeah, there's some weird noises coming from over there.
Anichan!
At this point, Zopip remembers, wait, Aaron had a brother, didn't he?
Wow. Why?
It's now canon, we are writing that into the story.
I didn't want to. No.
Weiss screams as you can also feel the sentient power of the Moby growing.
Alright, let's move on.
You opened this can of worms, damn it.
Yep, and it was well worth it. I have paid well for it. Alright, so, as the night goes on, everything seems calm, and as you go back to your trance and Mini Greg seems to take his watch, go ahead and roll for his perception. His perception will be the same as yours, only with a +1.
I am going to just let him know to keep an eye on the cave.
Okay. So,
Who's breathing?
probably...
Oh, that would be me, sorry.
Stop it.
Okay.
You're not allowed.
Stop moving. Okay, I'm gonna fucking mute you.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's him stroking the Moby.
Sheesh. Okay, Mini Greg gets... Said it was a +1?
I
No,
believe
he has
so.
+7 to perception.
Is it? Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I thought he was a normal pug. I forgot. My apologies.
Nah. Okay, 16
Alright.
total.
Mini Greg seems to kind of enjoy the night and relaxes and doesn't really seem to speak or anything. Kind of just lays there and watches everything.
Dope.
As the morning light seems to dawn, it's about 30 degrees out. It's actually warmed up. The snowstorm seems to have let up. You do realize that as you, Zilpip and Aaron, who slept, and John, who all slept in the cart, as you kind of walk out, you notice that Alice has kind of vanished, but you see kind of a hill in the snow where he was.
What?
There seems to be a rather large bump.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh no!
someone dig him out. Someone dig him out, quick.
I'm gonna send Mini Greg over
I'm
to
gonna
just start
him out.
digging.
I owe him my life.
Alright, as King and
No.
Mini Greg go in, they pull Alice out, who seems a little cold. Alice, you're cold, so you now are at disadvantage until you warm up on all attack rolls and movements.
I'm gonna flamethrower what probably is a pretty extinguished fire and
Yeah.
just kind of reignite it.
It's about 4 inches of snow is on it, so as you slowly melt the snow and the wood somehow catches on fire even though it's soaking wet. No one checks the science on that or questions it at this point.
No one knows what's in my flamethrower.
It's the gnome's magic.
King, as you kind of wake up, you start to feel real grumbling in your stomach. It really hurts. Something seems really wrong. As you kind of go to...
Is there...
Yes?
Is there a shitter nearby?
Well, there's bushwork and trees, and you'll probably find a severed arm out there.
I'm going to go into the nearest bush.
Did you just say a severed arm?
I mean,
Oh God.
as you go out to the nearest bush and you start to take care of business, King, you take 10 points of poison damage.
Can I
Ew.
also take care of
Ouch.
things?
That's a painful crap.
That's good.
I just
That's
got
hot.
healed.
As you look down, King, you see a lot of blood.
Ew.
Ooh, ouch.
You got blood
that's hot.
cancer.
Wait, did I get cancer?
Shut up.
All right,
King
I am
develops a
going
tumor.
to
Die.
Did you just say
I'm gonna cure wounds myself real quick.
Okay.
Diana?
Does cure wounds get rid of
8
status
plus
effects
2.
or no?
No, that would be a lesser restoration
Thank you.
probably. But
Forgot.
even then, depending on how bad it is, you might need something much stronger.
That's true. Alright,
I wish
King.
my great grandpa had cure wounds.
1d8 plus 2. This way, I'm not gonna be as easy to kill.
Okay.
By the way, I
Okay,
don't have
good,
lesser
it's a 9.
restoration.
I didn't figure. You got 9?
If you
Alright.
did,
So,
wait,
as
I can teach that. That's something I can teach.
as you kind of heal yourself up and pad yourself down, you still feel grumbling in your stomach. That thing's just hurt utterly. At this point, you're wondering if maybe there's a xenomorph in your prostate. That's what it feels like.
I'm gonna look
ouch.
at the gnome and be like, "Did you put one of those fucking things in me?"
Come
No.
out of the bushes with blood out running down on your pants.
No, he
That's-
did that to
no.
himself.
Also disgusting. And don't come within 5 feet of me. Wow.
That's impressive.
That's an impressive amount of blood.
I'm going to use my. I'll pull my pants up and just keep going. With this.
Wait a
Wait,
second.
you
oh
walked
no.
out of the bush, told Zilpip this with your pants down.
Blood just running down his leg.
Guess what?
Zilpip, you now get a full sight of dwarf dick, and you have never been more scarred in your life.
That's pretty reasonable though.
You take
Part
1
of me-
point of psychic damage.
Do you
Oh.
want me to learn? Do you want me to learn
Because
modify
I'm
memory
4'5".
just so that you can take that out?
I'm 4
Yes.
foot and 10 inches, and those are 2 separate measurements. Damn it!
Alright.
God,
Alright.
wow.
Did I
Come here. Come here. Teach me modify memory.
Alright, so, as you guys wake up, X seems to come to the
That's
party
the
and
spells I'm
says,
teaching you first. Damn it!
or starts to look to the party, or your guys' party, and says, well, I mean, after a late night, I've got good news and I've got bad news. And I know you lot love bad news because, I mean, you are known as the Grim Legacy and you leave nothing but bad news behind you.
Hey, he didn't do anything wrong.
He looks
We're
at
not
Alice.
gonna-
Don't let him know that.
He looks at Alice and says, really? I mean, you passed out in the snow to 1 drink. That's enough badness for me for a day. For me.
I can hold my own. It's just that.
Bullshit.
Yeah, kid.
Okay.
Lad, that drink was weaker than my mum on her last day.
He looks at King and says, yeah, and I heard you grumbling about a little sister, so I don't want to hear it. Alright.
Actually, that was me.
Oh, well, that
That
makes
wasn't
sense.
me. I didn't have a little sister.
That makes me question things even more with the... Never mind, I don't want to know what you're into. So, the good news is, my men have managed to spot a way through the mountain pass that's not blocked. Bad news is, we've got a
Yay.
massive boulder that's blocking the path, and it seems to not be able to be moved from magic. I don't know how that
Don't worry
works.
about that.
Wait,
I
hey,
got
wait,
this.
don't worry, I got. Oh, okay.
Well, he looks.
I mean, no, please, by all means. You want to lift it out of the way? Do it.
Actually, I
What's the
wanted,
melting point of
actually, I
stone?
wanted to headbutt it out of the way, but okay.
Go for it, please.
X looks at you lot and says, "Well, now that you're done bickering, allow me to explain. That cave up there we found a way through. My scouts ended up making it all the way through and found it takes us out about a week's worth of time out of our pushing through this mountain pass. So, that's what I recommend. However, because I'm not an idiot, I'm sending you lot first.
Wow.
And in exchange...
I'm not part of them. Do I have to go?
Yes, especially you.
Damn.
You smell.
And you have blood.
In exchange, I'll offer you a favor. That you may redeem...
Each?
No. As a whole.
Oh.
Ugh. So, any questions?
What kind of favor?
I'm not blowing you.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
Okay. Question. What does the favor reaches towards, like, a limit?
A favor is a favor, dude.
It is. But some people don't want to do shit even if it's for a limit.
I'll put it to you this way. I'll say no if I'm not interested in doing it for you.
And that doesn't use the favor.
No, but if you keep jabbering on, it will, so shut up and go do your job.
Yes. Start walking towards the damn cave at this point.
How far is the boulder?
We're looking at about a mile up the path, so another half
Can I
mile
just
past the cave.
take a look at it before we head to the cave?
Sure.
Dope.
I'll wait by the cave because that's where he said to go, and I'm not gonna argue with him.
Aaron, come with me.
Yeah, Papa.
Wait.
I go with.
Let me make this clear. Okay, so Zilpip and Aaron are going towards the boulder. King's waiting
I'm
at
joining
the entrance.
Zilpip.
Yeah, I'm joining too.
Okay, Alice, who are you going with, King or Zilpip?
The mass.
Okay, so Zilpip. Alright, so King just stands at the cave waving like an idiot.
I'm just sitting there waiting at this point. I'm not being stupid.
Alright, so to start with, King, give me a perception check.
Oh, goody.
I know you're great at these.
I have a high perception. Hi.
I'm gonna change it back into my normal size thingy.
Okay, what's your normal size?
I'm confused. You know, I don't. Never mind. Don't.
So you mean
Please
your
be a
normal
good
size
roll.
Goliath with a beard, or are you talking about your normal
21.
size changeling?
Yeah, don't Goliaths have like a physical, like a better carrying capacity or whatever?
And I heard you. Don't worry, King. Go ahead, John. What'd you say? So what are you?
Which one's the which appearance? Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna new one. There's probably gonna be a human. Oh no. Fuck. I'm gonna be a gnome.
Okay, you are now
Dope.
Zilpip sized.
Hey, you wanna ride the pug or mini Greg?
Well,
Because I'm
Are they
riding
gonna
my
let me?
xenomorph. Sure.
Are they gonna? Oh, okay. Fuck it. Sure.
They'll do what I tell them to do. Well, maybe. Okay, maybe not mini Greg.
really?
Fair enough.
I mean, he's not the nicest of dogs. Let's be honest here. He was raised
Yeah.
by Greg.
He follows me, but I don't expect too much from him.
Has literally
I
done
mean,
nothing.
I
this
could be
adventure.
your third clone and then ride Mini Greg, but I don't want to risk it.
Fireball up the ass. Alright, so as you guys head up, King seems to look into the cave. King, as you look into the cave, it's dark. You see that it's mostly made of stone, but it seems to be carved out rather cleanly, almost as if dwarves had lived here at one point. Or maybe something bigger. It seems to be, once you get into the main portion of the cave, it seems to be about 15 feet wide and about 15 feet tall. And you can see it kind of winds around a good bit and seems to have many rooms from what you can tell as of current. That's about all you notice though. No blood, no death, surprisingly, other than the blood on your shorts. Yeah. So, Zilpip, as you get, and company, as you guys manage to get up to the boulder, what's the plan here?
Melt it?
Zopip's gonna eat
I mean,
stone.
yeah, that's the goal. I'm just gonna tell everyone to stand back, cause this flamethrower produces some pretty nasty fumes too.
Alright.
I'm
And,
stepping the fuck back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna casually walk back. Just casually.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
and I'm gonna give it like a 30-second blast, just see if it starts to melt.
Alright, give me a second.
Do I have shades?
No.
No.
Alright.
I'm gonna look away from it too, just in case it blinds me.
Okay, so as you start to melt or start to light this thing on fire, it starts to move. And I don't mean like move as in like what a normal boulder would move, like it start to tip or melt through. It starts to open.
No.
And then you notice that it goes from a dark brown to a bright white color. It starts to stand up. It's about 30 feet tall as it gets on its feet. Has a very icicle-looking beard, and it's glaring at you.
I'm just going to casually turn around.
Yes!
Sounds
Is
good.
it humanoid?
It resembles more of an ice rock than a humanoid, but it does look somewhat humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
First things first.
Uh-huh.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything.
I'm good. I'm just gonna stand and watch it.
Is running away a good thing?
Well, let's just say Zopip's about to get hit really hard.
That makes sense.
Wait.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. I was...
Oh,
Okay. Hold person, first of all.
Well, before you get a chance, give me a moment, because I gotta roll damage for that. Or go ahead and roll your fire damage from that thing. From your flamethrower.
Oh. And this would just count as one burst of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
One hit, one hit, one hit.
Oh god.
Okay. There it is.
How many fucking dice are you rolling?
It's actually a lot. You'd be surprised. This thing's a fucking scary thing, and I had to tone it down a lot.
He did. He toned it down a lot. Hold on. Ooh.
How much is that?
Plus.
Yes.
36.
Okay.
But that's.
Just the fire, yes.
Oh, no. The fire was 26.
Okay, so the fire is 26. Alright.
The poison is 10.
Okay, so, the thing glares down at you, and as soon as it starts to take fire damage and gets very angry, it takes a swing at Zopip. Does a 15 hit Zopip?
Nope.
Okay, and then... Please don't you fucking dare, dice. Okay, thank you.
That one. If you rolled in that one.
Does a 16 hit Zopip?
No.
Really? Wow, I'm actually surprised. That's right. Oh yeah, Zopip has fucking high armor class for that. All right.
Yep.
So as this thing seems to swing at you with two massive hands that seem to be almost of a strong crystal-like material, they manage to barely swing by you, just almost touching your nose, and you get the faint smell of burning on this thing. It seems really angry.
All right.
What would you like to? All right. Well,
Can I do something now? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I see this all happening?
Before anybody else gets their attack or their initiative, I'm gonna let Zopip get one extra action. Go ahead.
hold person.
It doesn't seem to work.
It's not a humanoid then. Bummer.
All right. Everyone roll initiative for me, except for and including King.
Oh, yay! I might actually get XP.
27.
$18.
Okay.
Did anyone hear what I said?
Yes, I heard you. 27.
Yes, we understand. You have a super high initiative.
was only. I didn't hear an
You have the
affirmative from
ability to
anyone.
move as fast
14,
as the
okay.
Flash when you desire.
All right.
10.
Okay, 10. And Mini Greg, Pugatron, and Piplis will go on your turn, as well as your Xenomorph. And then Aaron, what'd you get?
What? What am I right?
I left like 5 seconds. What's going on?
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Sweet. Okay, sounds fun. What are we fighting? Oh, we're fighting the giant thing, right? The
Yeah,
boulder?
giant
Yeah.
crystal.
Yeah, okay. That would be a 17.
And let me just. Oh my fucking god, dice! Fuck you today.
I'm pretty sure they're fucking you, DM.
Well, I mean, they won't be for long. Because if I have to, I'll go get
So-
my player killer dice. All right.
I'm riding one of Zilpip's mounts, right?
Yeah.
You are. You're riding my pug.
Which initiative does it follow? Zilpip's or mine?
Zilpips.
Okay.
Because it falls under Zilpip's attack. So, alright, give me a second. I'm just getting the order up, which means it goes last, basically. God damn it, Alice, why do you have a difficult name to spell? Fucking hell.
Really?
I mean,
Not that difficult.
difficult. Alright, so, John, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Are we fighting it? Are we running?
Yes, it's right in front of you. And it seems angry.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm fighting this, but you can do what you want.
Can I even do anything to it?
Theoretically, yes. What would
In
you like to
practice,
do?
maybe.
I forgot to recharge Broken Valor.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. It recharges every morning, right?
Yes. So, John, plan.
I am going to use Shadow Blade.
Alright.
Which, what does more charges mean?
Well, it should say on the item.
Ah, here we go. More damage.
Alright.
I'm going to cast it at level 3.
Okay.
Level 4, sorry, well, 3rd level. Yeah, 3rd.
Okay. So, I believe is that a roll to hit? Or is that a
And then I am going, yeah, it's a roll to hit. I am going to throw it at the god. Wait, how much, what's the range?
You can hit him at this point. He's not more than about 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you can hit him. He's not hard to hit.
Wait, can I actually melee hit him, or
You
do I
can
have to
charge
throw
up and attack him if you want. You will be in front
Well,
of
I'm
Zilpip
riding the
and his
pug.
flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay. No one wants to get in front of the
Not
mini
getting
dragon. Alright.
The flame is silver, by the way.
16
Yes.
plus-
You hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Pretty dope.
So
hell's
roll
the damage to
roll
this thing
spell
again?
damage and then roll the main weapon damage.
How close is Zilp to the thing?
Zilpip is within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so sneak attack.
Nice sneak attack, dude. Dope.
1d6 plus.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Never mind.
By God, it's been so long.
Yo, bullshit. I don't believe you've ever played anything other than a rogue. Alright, yeah, so roll your so you got your 2d8 worth of psychic damage plus
3d8. I used 3rd
3d8.
level.
Yep.
Wait.
So
1, 2, 3. That is a 4. That is a 3. That is a 2, 6, 9. Plus how many d6?
3.
what'd you
believe.
say? It was 4, 3, 6, and 9?
4, 3, 2.
Okay.
So it's a 9.
Alright.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, 3d6.
Yep. By the way,
3, 2, 2.
Okay.
That is
minus
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 16 plus 4, 20.
Jesus. Alright. The thing looks like it's hurting pretty good, but it seems to be willing to keep fighting. Alright.
I am going to use my second action to just bring the sword back
You
to
only
my
have
hand.
one action, man.
Well,
you're
I'm
gonna
not moving.
sacrifice your movement? Okay.
Because I can't fucking move.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, and you're gonna use your second action for what?
To just bring the sword back to me.
Okay, the blade comes back into your hand, and the giant seems unfazed by that. A little pissed off, but because it kind of liked the weapon. It started to enjoy the feeling. King, you're about a half a mile down from this thing. All you see is what looks to be a giant crystal creature being attacked brutally.
I can make a good educated guess at what that is. None of my weapons would be able to reach it, and if I wasted my time trying to run there...
You could go inside the cave alone, by yourself.
That is very
That's a brilliant idea. I love this. Do it right now.
You know what? I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Sanctuary on myself, so things attacking me have disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'm going to step inside the cave.
Okay.
Oh, my.
I love this.
Alright. So King, as you step into the cave, the first thing you notice, besides the fact that all the walls are very smooth and seem to be well cut, do you remember you do have stone cutting as a dwarf? It looks like these things have been carved beautifully. I mean, you see depictions of great battles of a few dwarves fighting what looks to be a giant beholder. And when I say giant, I mean I'm talking Titan-sized beholder. This thing looks to be fighting an army of dwarves. As you go further in, you notice that there are statues of beholders almost on every corner of the wall. Or at every corner as you enter into the first room, but none of the walls seem to have any more depictions in this room. It seems to be a purely normal stone room. Also, King, you take 5 points of poison damage.
Oh god, I'm gonna be fighting against this the entire time.
As you're still bleeding, and still feeling sick.
Stop bleeding from your anus.
I'm gonna die from that.
Probably. Because I imagine King's smart enough not to go exploring a cave alone after too long.
I mean...
I'm gonna back out of the cave since I don't think I used my whole move speed, and wait.
Okay. As you back out, it seems to be that it just gets colder as you exit out. It seems the cave was warmer.
I'm gonna shout the half mile and be like, hurry the fuck up!
None of them seem to hear you as a snowstorm starts to pick up. Alright.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, Aaron! I know what you're gonna do, but go ahead and tell me. This thing is about 10 feet in front of you, it's big, it's menacing, and it doesn't have a butthole.
Do it. Oh, wait, what? No!
Oh boy, here we
Then
go.
you're gonna have to make one
Just
yourself.
make it one.
so Zilpip roasted the thing?
Yes. Seemed to
Boom, roasted.
melt a little.
Marshmallow.
He
Marshmallow.
seemed to melt a dent into it slightly, but it didn't seem to phase too much besides the continuous damage of being on fire.
Okay. Okay. Then I can just okay. All right. So I get an opportunity attack on him, of course.
No,
Right?
not unless it
Why?
moves.
Because
It's not moving.
It didn't move. It just stood up.
Do you
Not
have
having-
Sentinel?
That's not
Yes.
how attack. Wait, what? Do you?
Yeah,
He has
he
Sentinel.
he can
But
attack
he's-
it because it attacked me.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh
can-
yeah.
I can
Oh yeah.
use my
If Sentinel, if someone attacks someone and
within 5
someone
feet.
attacks him.
Fuck, he's right. Alright, wait, does the Moby have? It does. Fuck, alright, well,
He
yeah,
has
you can
reach.
hit it. Yeah, you can hit it from where you're standing, and you do get your attack of opportunity on top of your 2 normal attacks.
Juicy. Okay, so let's. All right.
Wait, does
equipment.
Sentinel say that it has to be during? Alright, from now on, you need to call it when someone else attacks another creature, or someone within your party
Okay,
next
that's
time.
fine. That's
I'll
fair,
allow
that's
it
fair.
this time, but yeah, if you don't call it, I won't allow it, so.
Fighting.
Ojima next session.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So 17 plus 8.
That hits.
Okay.
That's pretty low
Um,
AC.
Oh yeah.
1d10 plus 5. And there is. Does a 7 hit? 7 damage. Then
Does
I'm
7
gonna.
damage. Okay.
Did
Yep.
you add the modifier, or is that
Yeah,
the
I
roll?
added it. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
It wasn't that high. Okay, I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Does a 11 hit?
Yes. No. 11 does not hit.
11 does not hit.
Nope.
Okay.
As you swing past it, it seems to glare at the large black object it's never seen before.
Oh shit! I just threw that into my bowl.
That was the sound of the blade bouncing off this crystal thing.
That counts. That counts. Call it. Call it. I want to know what the hell you rolled.
Oh, I didn't. I don't remember. I'm rolling again. It doesn't matter.
God damn it.
I think it was like a. I don't even know honestly. Fuck it. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
9 plus 5.
Okay.
14.
I would like to do the 1d4 thing. Where is? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to hit him with a. I mean, not reaction. Bonus action to hit him with a d4 worth of damage plus my strength modifier. I think.
Your superiority. One of your superiority dice. Correct?
No.
It's his Polo Master.
Yeah.
1d4.
It's
That's
1d4
okay.
plus my strength modifier, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. 8.
Okay.
Wait,
is that
and-
8 to hit?
No. It's automatic. It's an automatic hit, isn't it?
And
I'm
what's
pretty
it
sure.
called?
It's for Polearm Master.
No, it's not an automatic hit. You have to roll.
You
for it.
roll to hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
your attack just kind of bounces off of him.
Okay.
All right. So, as you continue to beat on the thing, the poor thing just seems to ignore you outright. Alice, please tell me how you're gonna sing this thing to death.
Sing. Oh no.
That's hot. That's hot.
I'm pulling out.
He's gonna
what
dance.
is it?
All right,
No,
go ahead.
fuck. I'm pulling out the wand of lightning bolts.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right.
Oh.
Wait, is Zilpip directly in front of me?
No. Well, he's off to your side.
Okay.
There's no one in front of you.
And
Yeah.
all right. And he's still. I'm going to point it directly at the what is it? The golem, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
a golem.
Yes. Wait, it's a golem?
It looks to well, it's a giant, but yeah, close enough.
Dope.
And I'm going to use a 6th level fucking
Lightning.
lightning.
Bolt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's 4 charges on your weapon, and go ahead and I believe that's a dex save on his part or its part.
He doesn't seem the dexterous type, so.
I'll be honest.
I mean, he could be a ballet dancer.
He has a 0, and he failed at ballet when he was a child. It was a sad day when he was kicked out of school.
It was a disaster. His parents called him disappointment,
And
now
that's
he
when he
drinks himself
started-
to sleep.
No, now he went off and decided to start eating adventures to try and make himself feel better, and he rolled a 3 in his dex save, and is probably about to die for it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yay!
Yeah, you
11d6 worth of damage.
Oh shit, Tracy.
Jesus.
37.
Oh, okay. He seems surprised, in utter shock, kind of recounting his decision to do this. Really wishing he had taken those extra ballet lessons back in college. All right, and is that all you're gonna do, Alice?
Wait, I have one more attack. I have one more.
I mean, if you don't use your movement, you can use a second attack.
Yes. I'm gonna use it again.
Alright.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Nice.
I,
Oh,
what
question,
level?
Dean.
Yes.
Sorry, let him
Yeah.
do his thing.
What level are you going to use it at? You only have 3 charges left on the wand.
That's
Fifth
right.
level this time.
5th
Wait,
level?
if you actually kill,
Fifth.
Yeah,
don't
fifth level.
wands lose? Aren't wands like useless when it runs out of charges?
Well,
If it runs out of charges, you roll a d20. If you roll 1, it disintegrates.
alright, go ahead and he rolls the hit save, and that's... Wow, a 17! So the lightning goes right past him. Roll your d20 to see if you lose your staff of lightning.
Wait,
Well,
how many charges?
that's
wait,
not
how
how
many
lightning
charges was
works.
that?
Huh? That
How
was
many charges was it?
you used all 7 charges because the first one was 4 charges, this one was 3 charges. So you now
Also,
roll
DM,
what?
he takes half damage. That's how lightning works.
For 1 charge you let me see.
Yeah, saving half damage.
It doesn't say it on the weapon, that's why I didn't see it. Thank you.
Check, yeah, on the
Yep.
spelling.
So yeah, you'll roll go ahead and roll damage for that. And you said 5th level,
how
so
How many
roll-
is that?
roll your 10d6
Divide by 2.
and then I'll divide it by 2.
Is it round up, round down? I actually keep on fucking forgetting.
14.
I
Well,
always-
15 worth of damage, rounding up.
Alright, so 14 points of damage in this case to it.
Yeah.
It seems to still be standing and rather upset that you still managed to hit it with its twinkling toes. Roll
It's
your
now really wishing it had kept up with ballet.
roll your d20 to see if it breaks. All right, you managed to not break the wand, but it does not gain any of its spell slots back at this time. So it is
Okay.
basically a paperweight. It
It's a-
will regain its charges
It's a
at
sparkly stick.
yeah, it regains its charges during the next day, so at dawn. All right. Yes, Zopip, what was your question?
Is it resistant or immune to fire?
No, that's why it took double damage, and I accounted for
Dope.
that. This thing, it is a giant. They have a lot of health. That's the main point.
No,
of it,
yeah,
right?
I understand.
All right. So the good news is, Aaron, roll your attack of opportunity on this thing because it's going to attack Zilpip again twice. So you're gonna get 2 attacks of opportunity, but you get 1 first, and then it attacks, and another.
Okay, does a 17 plus 8 hit?
Yes, it does. So roll your damage for the first one.
Oh, fun. That'll be 9 plus 5.
Okay,
14.
that's
What?
correct. All right.
14.
Now it's gonna roll to hit Zilpip as best as it can.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That was a 6. That was a 16, which I know doesn't hit. So, all right, Aaron, roll your second attack on it because it's about to try and punch Zilpip again.
Nah, 20.
Come
nah,
at me,
20.
bro.
Nah, 20.
Acoustically screeches while attacking.
It's gonna fucking hurt when it hits Zilpip, but it has to hit. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm
So,
glad I can deal with them because
16
I am
plus
very
8.
squishy.
16 plus 8 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay!
King, meanwhile, sits in the back and enjoys a nice cup of tea.
A nice latte.
No, I sit in the back and try and figure out how to patch up my fucking asshole.
Okay.
I
Just
mean,
so
you
it's
can
shot, it'll be
actually-
fine.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
All right, Aaron, what'd you roll? Or what was your roll?
that was 3 plus 5.
All right, plus 5 damage. All right, so that's 8.
8.
All right. The thing is finally considered bloodied at this point. And it's
Wow,
gonna roll
yeah.
again to
Boy.
try and hit Zilpip.
Come at
And
me.
that is a 18. That hits your AC. So in this case, does
Hold
not
on.
count. What?
Well, it would actually hit.
Okay.
if
Well,
it
if you
matches
want,
the
if you
AC,
want to
it
tell the
hits.
DM
But
how to,
here's the thing.
sure.
I'm a stickler for the rules when it counts for me and when it counts for them. But I cast shield, so it doesn't hit me.
Do you have a
saying.
reactionary? Do you have the ability to cast a reactionary
Yeah,
spell?
it's a reaction. Yeah.
Shield is a reaction.
He didn't use it, so yeah. He
Ah,
can
shit, I
use
should
it
actually
in
use that on my
response
wizard.
to physical damage or
All right, so
Magic missile.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
an instant +5 to AC.
Wow.
That's a
Yep.
if it's actually
23.
rolled 23.
All right, well,
Damn.
that's lucky for you, cause that would have hurt a lot.
Yup.
All right, Zilpip, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alright, first things first. Ooh, I'm hyped. First, okay. Yeah, this guy's gonna die. Pipliz is going to cast Reduce on it,
Okay.
which will half its size,
Okay.
and reduce it
Isn't
to
it stepped down?
1/8 of its weight.
Okay.
The target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
Mhm.
Ah.
So now
Doesn't it-
it's
what's the
considered a
saving
medium.
roll?
It's now considered a medium creature. I do not believe there's a save for that. Is there? What is it?
There is Constitution.
Oh, good.
So-
That's something it's good at. Finally.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a 17.
No, 1. No. Does it hit?
17 makes it.
All right.
But here's the thing. He's gonna do it again.
God damn it.
Okay.
Sacrifice his movement. Try
That's
it again.
That's a 26.
Oh boy.
It may be
All that
really. It may
wasted
not be
effort.
nimble, but it has a lot of health. All right.
All right. You know what? Screw it. Zilpip is
Flame-
going to
Flame on.
wait. Actually, first things first.
Yeah.
My little alien boy. He's gonna run up real
Acid.
quick. Hit it 3 times.
All right. Roll to hit with the your little buddy.
My little buddy.
Oh.
His
nice.
name is Enthrylx.
All right.
Enthrylx?
That's a natural 2 for the first one.
Does not
natural
hit.
5 for the second.
Does not hit.
Jesus Christ.
A natural 20 for the third.
Wow. All right. Roll crit to confirm.
12, no.
Okay. So it does double
Damn.
damage on the. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So he does. Okay.
2d10
Let's
plus
see.
3.
Nice. Oh boy.
What's that?
19 times 2 is
A
38.
number, don't
30
worry. I got it.
38 plus
Okay.
3 plus
Another
1d8
1d8 of acid
acid.
damage. Yep. Which it's not immune to,
Uh,
unfortunately.
7.
It
Jesus Christ.
It looks scared.
48 points of damage.
And then
Later,
he's
uh-huh.
gonna back up, but only to
Slightly.
where he's 10 feet away. So he doesn't leave its range, so it doesn't get opportunity on him.
Okay.
But he's just gonna back up behind me. Then I'm gonna flamethrower it twice.
All right. Roll.
So that's 2
Damn.
dex saves.
Yeah. Let's see. That's well, that's a nat 12. And that's a natural 4.
All right. So this is
Ouch! There was
Oh,
no
crap,
way
I'm
he was
rolling the
making
wrong
that dex
damage.
save.
this is gonna
okay.
hurt.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll this on a roll generator.
Yeah, go ahead
a
and
lot of
use
rolls.
Dicey. You can use Dicey in the other chat. It's much easier.
Oh. All right. How do I do that?
Slash R.
Slash R something
dice
D
type.
something.
Slash R.
4. I think it's 4d8 or d10.
8
It's
D10 because it's doubled, or we can just
4d10.
double.
Trust me.
4D10.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Double that,
Yep.
and then
That started
there's
4.
also poison.
It
so
starts to cry as pieces start coming off of it, and it is melting a hole through it.
I thought it was medium sized.
Oh,
so
look,
wouldn't
we
this
can
be
fit
more than
through-
a hole through it?
No, it's huge still. It made its saving throws on both.
yeah, it made it saving throws.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
look,
crap.
we can actually go through with the carriage now.
Hey.
And then
Sit your ass back down while we go through your innards.
This is Wolf's way of avoiding any plot that he doesn't have an interest in.
4D10
Wanna go through the
again.
cave just for
In the
laughs?
cave.
Wolf, I'll be honest, you really don't have to
4D10.
roll because there's literally no way you can't kill him at this point.
I wanted them.
He has
Don't kill me.
Hey Wolf, do you just want to go through the cave just for the laughs?
so the thing
Kinda.
melts. The ice giant completely burns and melts to death.
Hold on.
Nope, you don't have
Okay.
to roll anymore. You're good. Trust me. It had 4 HP. Stop.
He's like,
It's
Like
over,
taking a
kill,
dead
damn it.
horse.
It's dead, Wolf. It's now ash. That's all that's left. You've killed. You've
Damn
wiped
it.
out any chance of material.
how did
All
ice
right.
turn into ash?
I'm
Yeah,
rave frosting it. Cause I want.
There is nothing left, Wolf.
Man!
What
I
do you
wanted its
want?
penis.
You overkilled it. Jesus.
Alright.
The DM knows what I wanted.
That's 1250
Moby
XP for every
2.0.
player.
Hey,
So
no, you're not allowed to have a Moby 2.0.
Wait,
How
Wait,
much?
how many-
How much XP?
How much?
shut up, guys, and I will answer. That's 1250 for everyone but King, because King wasn't there to hit the thing. So sorry, King.
But I
Edit.
explored a cave.
King, go into the cave. Go kill what's in there. Be
I'm
the
tempted
hero that
to. I
no
gotta
one asked
refresh.
for.
My fate.
Alright, and we're gonna take a short break while the DM takes a piss. Because I feel bad and I was expecting that monster to last longer, and now I've got to go plan something before they, completely destroy the story. So, we're gonna take
Yay!
So add. Wait, did he say
1250.
12k or oh?
1,200.
12K, what the
1250.
fuck?
Not
Okay.
12k,
I was about
jeez.
to say, like, what the fuck? That's a lot.
Is this a deadly encounter? A hard one? It's God fucking help us.
If that was the deadliest thing the DM could come up with right now,
Don't.
I'm scared.
Stop
Don't.
speaking.
Stop.
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 Dumbass.
No, because I
You wa-
know it's not.
You wanna go through the?
I'm joking there.
Okay, you're going to the cave alone now. Have fun. Wish you
Yeah,
a
watch,
leaking
I come out
asshole.
the other side alive.
You
Nah,
guys wanna
you go
climb
in,
up the mountain
Tikva
and
comes
then-
out.
You go in, Tikva comes out.
Damn. Yeah,
She's gonna have a signing bonus of a pride point.
Yo, bro, how does that feel? You just got absolutely memed on.
Oh my god. Alright, you guys just completely wiped out the one whole
God,
At
damn
this
it,
point,
things
Zilpip,
are not working for me.
why don't you just walk into the cave like a American in the Viet Cong War and just
I
light
was
everything
actually
on fire?
going to.
Yeah, I
I
had
was
a
gonna
feeling.
start burning.
Everything in
You wanna go through the other end? Like climb through the mountain and then come to the outside?
If
Why
you
is everything
manage to
breaking so
kill anything else, oh my god, at this point, I'm just waiting for Zilpip just to start torturing towns because he's bored.
I
kinda already did that.
wanted that giant penis.
Well, unfortunately, you did not get it. It's dead. You burned it to nothing. Now there will never be a famous ballerina that was a crystal giant.
R.I.P. Ballerina Giant. I want that to happen.
Oh my god.
DM, you better make a Ballerina Giant now.
It's gone, Tren. He killed it. That was the last of the crystal giants.
Wait, the last one?
Yes.
Oh.
His only job
Look,
was
to be fair,
his
in
only-
my defense, it was in my way.
Yeah, that's a great defense. Feel free to tell
That's-
that to the judge.
That's penalty of death right
He's
there.
a murder. Zilpip is a murder hobo. I just realized this. He technically has no home anymore.
I mean, yeah, but he could make one wherever he wants at this point.
That's true.
So, as you melt the thing, X just looks up you guys and just kind of looks back at his mercenaries, and you King, you managed to hear him whisper, "Why am I paying you lot for this? I've got the better army here." All right. He looks up at you lot and says, so you planning to go through the cave, or I mean, still saves
I mean,
us
it's
time.
your choice, X. Like,
Dude.
whatever you want to do. Which
I
one's
mean, our
faster?
job is to go through the cave.
Well, that
So let's
Cave's the fastest
go.
route.
Might as well go through the cave then.
that cave pays better. I mean, if
Wait, I got an idea. Why
Mhm.
don't you guys go through this mountain path and we'll take the cave?
you know what? That sounds like a great idea. I like that idea because
Exception. You're coming with us.
No, I'm good. I'll be honest.
No.
You have to
will.
send one one of your men that you trust
Well,
to come
he
with us.
doesn't care about his men, dude.
I mean, I'm happy to send Fred if you want him, although he's
Fred
kind
is
of got
dead.
Fred's
something.
dead!
Well, I mean, yeah, someone put a hole in him.
Killed him already, damn it.
Find someone else.
You don't know that. None of you know that.
I mean,
Bastard, I saw
Well,
you
I know
bring his,
Fred's
his
dead.
body away.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
I was the one who told you Fred's dead.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I replaced Fred. I'm the new driver.
Yeah,
All
we were
right.
all there for that conversation, damn it.
he looks at you and says,
Happened to him.
I'll be alright. You lot should be 100% fine without me there, I imagine.
So you can't send one of your cowards over there with us, just in case? Just one?
I'm good, to be honest. I really don't want them seeing that flamethrower and thinking it'd be a good idea to step in front of it.
It's
wouldn't
like
let that
moths
happen.
attracted to a flame.
He shouts up at you lot and says, Zilpip, they're starting to call you the smallest dragon. Just as a heads up.
Who's the smallest?
I'm okay with
dragon?
that.
You're
The
the
smallest matchstick.
Hey.
Who's the cutest?
Why don't you lot
He
go through the
prefers
caves?
little matchstick.
Yeah, why don't you lot go through the caves and I'll head through the mountain pass where there's less fire.
Okay.
Well, I mean, these caves are pretty well carved. You might want to just go through here.
We can't hear you.
No, he can actually.
I'm close.
Yeah, he's
I'm
closer than you lot.
assholes.
No. I thought he
Yeah.
was far from us for us to hear.
No, no, you guys are actually farther away than he is. So yeah, as far as it goes, X just kind of looks at you lot and says, yeah, good luck, and starts getting
that's
his
hot.
stuff. Or his,
Are we just gonna walk to the Snow Elven lands?
I mean, it would actually, at this point, going through that cave sounds like it would actually make it that you guys would make it there before the caravan did.
Wait, do we have our carriage?
Well, he's taking all the carriages with him.
You might want to get the carriage with the cage for your
yeah.
little pet there, buddy.
Yeah,
No,
can we
well,
have a
I mean,
carriage
my
together
pet
or
is with
no?
me.
Yeah, but his food's in the cage.
Let me just ask this. Do you guys want the carriage as a favor or no?
Nah, dude.
What are you gonna use to pull
I
it?
I don't know.
Aaron.
Well,
enlarge Aaron and just have him pull it.
Or what? What are we pulling?
yeah, I thought so.
What?
He's as smart as an animal. It works.
Oh god damn it. Yeah, so
Hello.
as you Alright, so you guys are gonna head into the
Terrible.
cave?
I'm gonna stop Zilpip and be like, I saw some Carvins in there of a beholder, so I'm gonna say we should watch our step.
A beholder, huh?
Yeah,
I
Alright.
know what a
really
big
big
one
one,
smells
bigger
like.
than anything I've ever seen. How it was depicted. And this cave, it looks like it was carved mostly by dwarves. So it
Oh,
took a
God.
decent amount of dwarves to
Listen, the DM made the map for this. We should probably at least do that.
The DM did spend time making a map, and that's why he put a big boulder that wasn't supposed to be killed. God damn it, Zilpip
They
and
did
his
it for
murder
the
hobo.
XP.
I know
but
he did.
This is the fast
Pretty
we're going
much.
to
We're going to the cave. We're going to the cave.
Look,
Zilpip
I'm
wants
on a
his
rush
10th
to level 5.
He
I
wants
want.
it. No,
Right?
I know what you want. You're not getting it. God damn it, I refuse.
I want it so bad.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey,
propose a
hey.
lineup here. I'm proposing a lineup.
What?
Non-magic users in the front, magic users in the back. If this is a beholder, then the meat shield should be right.
I'm okay with that.
The only
Wait a second.
Oh,
I'm
with
the
the-
only meat shield though.
Oh,
Pretty much.
With the rogue stealthing behind him, the bard by me, you behind me.
Shouldn't I be in
I'm
front
of
to
you.
be?
No. If a beholder
Yes.
sees you, you're dead.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
it is actually.
It's a willing.
Yeah, it has a lot of anti-stealth stuff.
Oh, I talked to King real quick and asked him to teach me one more spell just in case.
There's not time now, lad.
Oh, also, King, you take 5 more points of poison damage.
Oof, as
you're
I take 5 points of health
happy.
damage. I
Huh?
go oof.
So yeah, about that spell.
All right, so who's up front?
Aaron?
Aaron.
Okay,
Zilpip.
Aaron. Aaron's going up for give me
You're
at this
the one
point.
with the flamethrower.
Yeah. Alright, so it's Aaron, followed by who?
It's not the solution
Me.
to every
I'm
problem.
next, I'm next.
Yes, it is.
Didn't
Followed
you
by
say it
John?
was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just get some stuff moved
Are you
around.
sure you don't want to be in front, Zilpip?
Alright,
From what I can
I
tell,
was
he's the
asking.
smartest one of you assholes, so it might be better for him to be in the back.
I mean, if any of you guys are going to survive, Zilpip knows he's going to as he runs away.
Then why the hell are you in the back, King?
So, okay, it's John, and then Alice, I assume, is going to be in the middle, followed by King, followed by Zilpip, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going
that's
to
the order.
give.
Okay. Yeah, wait, what's up, Zilpip?
I am going to give John, because he's near the front, right?
Mm-hmm. He's second in line.
I'm gonna give him a bomb.
Oh joy!
Fine.
The one that I upgraded with
Alright.
the venom.
Feel free to
Plan
What's
C.
the name? I'll add myself.
It's the plan C.
-1 to yours, Zilpip, and they're called white phosphorus bombs. Wait, where did?
Yep.
Oh joy!
All right.
And I'm gonna calmly whisper, I need someone to figure out what the fuck's wrong with my stomach after this.
Sure. Later.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
White phosphorus chem bomb?
Yep,
Anyone
that's
but
it.
the
Yep.
one who has the fucking Moby thing.
Why not?
That stays
Sees-
away from my rear end.
Sees giant black schlong, immediately knows that name. The Moby is that famous. All right. As
I
you
went
guys,
to college, damn it, it was in the books.
as you guys enter into the cave, you notice immediately that the stone walls are carved very cleanly, and again, you notice the battle of the dwarves, a dwarven army, very large dwarven army, fighting a gigantic titan-sized beholder that seems to basically looks like it's shooting something out of its eyes. It could be a heat ray, it could be a frost ray. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell since the paint on the wall has faded. And the army of dwarves seem to be rather large. The only other thing that kind of sticks out is the fact that the land or the background seems to be very snowy looking, as what's depicted.
Oh joy.
Realizes everything about what's going on here.
Can I try to remember if I've read something about this?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Can I do that as
No.
well? Because this seems like it'd be important to dwarvish culture.
Sure, give me a history
Is
check.
this religious at all? I'm gonna roll
Not-
religion
all right,
instead.
go ahead and roll religion.
You will find nothing.
9 plus 6, 15.
You know for a fact that there are people in these lands that used to live in the uninhabited lands that used to worship a gigantic beholder at one point. But
Any names?
there is no name that was
21.
ever written down. I heard you, King. Don't worry. I mean, it was so long ago. Honestly, most books weren't even written at the time that this happened. So,
Ah, dick.
25.
all right, King. You learn that there used to be a race of what used to be called snow dwarves, but unlike snow elves, they have nothing to do with dragons. They just happen to live in the snow and were snowy white, like yourself. Zilpip, you understand all this as well, but I'll get to your portion here in a sec. King, you also remember for a fact that there's a famous battle known as the Battle of the Last Iceberg in history that the snow dwarven king by a long forgotten name at this point, nothing seems to be remembered of his name. You start to joke at
I'll
something
call
about
him Whitey.
Snowbeard. And all
I'll
that
call
you
him Whitey.
recall is the fact that, God damn you, the dwarves lost this battle, and that is why no snow dwarf exists in this time period. Zilpip, you
Except
recall.
for me.
Well, you're not a snow dwarf. You're a dwarf. If I remember, you're a hill dwarf or a mountain dwarf. I don't fucking care. Zilpip, what you
Hill dwarf.
recall is that the snow elven king with his last magical ability and with the sacrifice of what was left of his army, using blood magic that is at this point long lost and forgotten to the world, managed to seal this thing away in a tomb, very similar to the one that you're standing in right now, as we remember the depictions of pictures and the speak in the book. This thing was supposed to be on par with a kraken.
Wanna go up the fucking mountain instead?
Let's send Fuka in there.
No, let's send you in there.
However, Zopip,
We're
I
all
will
going
mention
through, now stop
that
bickering.
something that else that comes up in your memory as a last-minute thought was that this thing was known to make deals. It didn't like killing people. It was a peaceful being until it was attacked, mostly because the Snow Dwarves wanted its territory.
Alright, we're not attacking this. We're not attacking this.
Well, obviously,
You guys
again,
don't know this,
Lastly,
unless Silpip is saying this all
I will
out.
mention this. It is also of note that the hoard this thing had was filled with items of such legend that supposedly were on par with the
Aw.
gods.
oh come on! Why you gotta tempt us
Wait,
with
if
this?
this
This
is
is-
as old as I
this
think
is
it
a
is, it might know
fortune.
something about my goddess.
This is a fortune that was worth so much, even ancient dragons tried to attempted to take this, and I mean whether they succeeded or not is not really written down much.
Legendary.
You guys know that trading exists in this game, right?
Yes,
And
but
you
like,
also know that those are
Did we
common
trade
basic
trend
bit
for
items,
it?
right?
I mean, I don't even think the holder would want me. I'm not a legendary item.
You're legendary enough
I
now.
mean,
You're
you
well
have
known
to
for
ask
killing
us.
so many
let's just
damn elves.
go. We are not fighting this thing.
alright, I'd like to roll
Um,
stealth,
Wait,
please.
that's a double
Wait,
negative.
hang on.
Okay.
There's a guy up
wait.
front.
Before we do anything, I'm going to first touch John on the back and cast invisibility on him.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Zilpip and be like, I'm gonna cast a spell on you. It's Sanctuary. So long as you don't attack, you'll be harder to hit.
All right. Okay, I'm trusting you here.
I'm casting Sanctuary on him.
Okay.
okay. Inflict wounds.
I don't have that. I could have guiding bolted you though.
Passes on poison damage. Okay. So as you guys walk in, Aaron, since you're up front, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're the first one up.
Sweet, I have a pretty high perception.
I
It's like a
hope
plus
so.
6.
Prescription.
Your job is
Persuade.
as front tank. You need to be able to see what you're hitting. Comes in handy.
See what you smash in the face.
It's better than being a blind cleric.
15 plus 6.
Whoa.
15 plus 6,
I
that is
tried.
a 21.
13
Oh, 13 plus 6, 19. Alright, you notice in the next room above in front of you, there's something glimmering in the darkness. I mean, the room seems almost pitch black at this point, and since you are human, I don't believe you have dark vision.
Nope.
But something does seem to be shiny and very bright colored, almost like the color of gold. And there seems to be a lot of it.
I'm
I'm gonna
dropping
say
off.
something.
Wait,
By the way.
shush. Alright, Aaron, as you see this, what do you want to do?
Well, we're in a dark, spooky cave.
And you can't
Um,
see.
I can't see. There's gold. I want the gold, but I don't want another butthole. So,
Well, I will mention this. The Moby doesn't seem to be signifying that there's any danger nearby.
Well, no actual human danger.
So either the Moby's a cruel bastard, or you really don't have any danger nearby.
Or
the movie's cool bastard. I'm not taking that chance.
Feels the spirit that he molested into it, yelling at him the entire time. Go in there, please, die for me.
Release me from this torment, you bastard.
Feels pounding. Go ahead, Aaron. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna chill and wait for someone that actually is able to see
Okay.
and just point me where to go.
I
John!
have an action I'd like to take.
Nope, John's up
Okay.
next in the walking order. So, John, what would you like to do? You
Son
have
of a
blind
bitch.
sight, I believe, right? As a gnome? Or not blind sight, but dark vision?
Well, my race. Well, my current race does.
Yeah, I think gnomes do, if I remember
the-
correctly. Isn't that correct, Wolf?
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, they have dark vision.
Okay, good. I'd like
So,
to see what the hell's in front of me.
As you're looking in front,
Around
well,
me. The
besides,
floors, the ceilings.
I mean,
the
besides
walls.
the smelly Aaron, because, you know, that stench just never goes away.
Ooh.
You see a pile of gold that's massive. Gemstones, in front of you seem to be piled up almost to 5 feet tall in the amount.
Are they mimics?
Are you are you asking the gold if it's a mimic? I mean, like, explain to me here.
No, I'm actually looking at it hard to see if they are mimics.
Doesn't seem to move. Doesn't seem to show teeth. It doesn't seem to be an issue. There's nothing seems to be in there moving. You do
What's in the
notice
ceiling?
that the ceiling itself and the floor seem completely no issues. Doesn't seem to be anything of notice. You don't see any holes in the walls or any unusual cracks. I mean, the stone is laid very carefully. It looks like as if dwarves paved, like the dwarves paved the path through. But that's about it. They're all strong tile, and the roof seems to be the same.
I'm gonna touch him in the shoulder and tell him that there's no traps I can see.
Okay.
So we can go forward, both of us.
All right.
At the same time.
If he's still a gnome,
Since
how is he touching Aaron on the shoulder?
That's not his shoulder he's feeling. It's the Moby.
It's as hard as one though.
Oh God.
Aaron, you feel a tap on the hip, as it seems a tiny gnome behind you, seems to be touching you. This isn't an unusual feeling to you, as you realize, the nights spent with Zilpip have been very awkward these past few nights. That paralyzed potion has been coming in handy. Aaron, I assume you go forward with, John?
He's at front, by the way.
Yes, he is. Aaron.
Just to not break it.
Tren! Wake up! Get off your ass, do something. Oh wait, did his internet come
He
off?
just straight up. It shouldn't
He's not
have.
muted.
It would have like 30 minutes ago.
Tren.
If
Back. What's up?
Fuck, Tren.
Hey.
Oh my
Dude.
fucking god.
I was like, what the hell happened, man? Alright.
I'm sorry. My mom needs me. She's just not feeling good.
Oh, well, you need to let us know that you're going to take off so we know something's up.
Alright.
So, yes, John informs you there's no traps and starts tapping you on the shoulder, or on the hip, trying to push you forward.
Okay, I move forward.
Alright,
Just-
as you walk into the room, you suddenly run into a giant pile of something that feels like coin. It's about 5 feet tall. It moves, and there's a bunch of gems.
I'm going to stop any attempts of pocketing anything.
John, as you look at it, it looks to be around 5,000 gold pieces and probably about 3,000 gold pieces worth of gems.
We're straight up gonna ignore that thing, carry on.
What's over there?
Well, Alice, oh yeah,
Go.
Alice is human as well.
Do not pick any of them up. They're probably traps. They're definitely fucking.
Aaron, what do you do?
I am going to slap off any and all attempts of pocketing anything.
Aaron, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm not gonna take the gold, but I am going to inspect it like a lot.
You're gonna look at it, smell it,
Yeah.
lick
Light
it,
a torch.
taste it.
I'm not
Like,
gonna
like,
let
like I want like a lot of perception rolls right now.
Alright, go ahead and give me a
Each
perception.
coin is over 2,000 years old and worth more than a gold, actually.
Give me a perception check.
I got a 16.
Alright, you look at this and you notice, whereas normal gold coins in the modern day, although smithed by each kingdom individually, is typically melted down with or created with other metals to kind of devalue it overall. These coins are solid gold. There is nothing. They're very easy to bend as you're looking at them, as some of them are actually kind of bent slightly. They look to be very malleable, and they seem to depict kings from ancient times, kings and queens, from what you can. You can't tell the race right off the bat, it just because of the age and how the coins have kind of moved and melded a little bit. But yeah. You'd guess if you had to value this, probably around 40,000 gold worth of gold pieces. And as you're kind of looking around, you notice that or you start to realize this probably is only the start of the treasure. This seems to be like the smallest of the chambers.
Okay. Where's this where it is?
As the others kind of follow
Thank
into
God
the room.
these guys are fucking blind.
By the way, does anybody light a torch as they're going in here?
I'm gonna cast light on a dagger and hold it up.
That's
All
why I
right,
didn't
the
do it, though.
entire room lightens up, and you see gems, you see sparkling gold, and it's piling up everywhere. The entire
Does
room
this
is
have it?
filled with
Whisper
it.
to Zilpip.
I'm not
whispered
in
to Zilpip.
the room.
Okay.
I whisper to Zilpip. I lean back and say to Zilpip, "You got room in the bag of holding?"
I will
Don't
also
touch
mention
it.
there is a bag sitting on top of all this.
Don't
Do not
touch
open that
It
fucking
looks-
Anyone
thing.
have mage hand? I want that bag.
It looks very similar to the bag of holding that Zilpip is carrying.
I will attack anything that would try to touch that goddamn thing.
All right, one of the gems starts to suddenly lift up slightly. You guys kind of notice it at first, but then it seems to drop down again. Nothing seems to really happen.
Okay, I'm grabbing a gem. You know what? Fuck it.
Okay.
Because he would attack me.
All right. King,
I
pick
said
it
that
up.
give me a
I
wisdom.
said that I'd stop anyone who
King,
tried
well,
to
King's
do that.
far behind you.
Oh,
King,
yeah. Ah,
give me a
fuck.
wisdom saving throw.
All right.
You know what? He's already dying. That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's the main reason I'm doing this. Because if you guys can loot this, then that's more gold for your town. If I'm gonna keep losing characters, I might as well make them fucking useful.
God damn it.
You know, that's
book-
a
that-
commendable initiative right
That
there.
that book, Zopip, is gonna be fucking filled with just death. You're gonna end up needing more pages, man. You're gonna need a
24.
dictionary at this point. All right. Nothing seems to happen as you pick up the gold piece or the gem. Sorry. It's just a little. It's a ruby. It looks to be. I mean, this is a rather large size ruby. As you pick it up, it's completely clear, and honestly, it as you pick it up is the size of your hand.
Zopep,
What?
can you cast Identify on these?
Yeah, I'll cast Identify on the pile.
Well, okay. The gold or the gems? Which one?
Gems.
Or the bag that's sitting up on top. Okay, the gems. All right. As you
All three?
the gems seem to be of ancient from an ancient time, although you can't exactly get in. Wait, does it give you a full history of the item? I
Yes.
Can't remember what.
Yep.
It did. All right.
Well, it tells you.
Let's see. You choose one object that you must touch. Oh, you gotta touch the gem though. So I assume you're gonna go and touch one.
Might as well.
All right.
I
well,
hold down the ruby that I picked up for him.
So you bite the gem because remember you're paralyzed from the neck down.
I can float it over to like any part of my body.
Rubs
Do
it
it
against.
with your
Not
penis.
my ruby, damn it.
Do it with your penis. Do it with your penis.
All right. As King just starts to rub a ruby on your face.
Okay.
I would have rubbed it somewhere else.
I'm
but
assisting.
Okay.
All right. So first off, this gem looks to be worth. From the looks of it, the one you pick up and bring to yourself after King unsuccessfully rubs a gem on your face, not realizing you were aiming at another. This gem is actually a green color. It looks to be of an emerald color overall. As you start to look at it and kind of start to understand it, you realize this gem is around 4,000 years old, probably at this point. It is perfectly cut. It looks like it was cut by a jeweler, and it is completely clear, which would double the value of any gem. It's probably, if you had to roughly estimate, probably worth more than all of the gold in this room. It's also a gem that is very good for enchanting. Now, I know what you're thinking. Anytime you go and play a RPG and you end up going into a room full of treasure like this, all you're thinking of, oh my god, there's a boss fight coming. Now they're just waiting to see if there's health potions somewhere that pop up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the entire fucking room is trapped.
For an anti-poison potion.
Yeah, no kidding, King.
Can I roll investigation for any health potions with disadvantage?
You don't see any. I can tell you that immediately. There's
Can
no
I
potions
roll
in there.
investigation for anything that might cure my poison in this room?
You
Can
get
I
the
go Scrooge? Can I go Scrooge McDuck inside of the gold?
without rolling. King, without rolling, it seems that there's nothing in there that could help you. And Zilpip, to answer your question, no, not on the gems at least. Not from what you identified on it.
GM, did you hear my question though?
Yes, I did. Are you gonna jump into the pile of gold?
Yes, 100%.
You're gonna be a rich
Give me a
duck.
wisdom saving throw, Aaron, and see what happens.
Oh no.
I did it to King too. Relax, God, guys, come on. And there was no curse.
I know.
Fucking hell.
He's actually smart.
9, 10, 11, 12.
So I've got bad news. There was a curse. As you jump into the gold, you start to fill your pockets with it, just shoving it straight in your pocket. And as your pockets start to fill up, you start shoving it into your breastplate, shoving it in every crevice you can. Then you start swallowing the gold.
Zilfip, knock him out.
The
that's
good
hot.
news is
Hold person.
you managed to get almost 10,000 gold worth of gold pieces into your
Wait, so
pockets and
wait,
stuff.
DM, how
Yes, I
how
know.
much damage does that add to me? For my
Well,
ring?
technically, what is it? How much is it per per?
Let me look at my ring. For every 5,000 gold, their damage roll gets an extra +1.
So you're currently
Wow.
at +2. That's on you as you're swallowing the gold. As Zilpip suddenly casts Hold Person, you are stopped, but you still manage to swallow enough gold that you take 20 points of damage from trying not to choke on it.
I'm pretty good at trying not to choke on things, though.
That's gonna be a bad shit.
Somebody hit him on the back, make him spit that up.
He is choking, by the way. This does not stop.
I walk up, and I'm gonna use medicine. Try to do a medicine roll to
Strangle the
Heimlich.
gold out of his throat?
Heimlich, make him cough.
Just
it up.
like
Alright.
Go-Gurt it out of the tube, you know?
Start strangling Aaron. Aaron starts yelling, ooh, choke me harder. Alright, go ahead.
Medicine roll. Oh god, this is not gonna be good.
The cleric fails at medicine.
That's a 10 total.
Oh god.
Alright, well, Aaron, you're only now choking on half of the gold you swallowed. As gold coins
that's
get
hot.
popped up, you feel like you need to be
Can I
choked
try
harder.
something else?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
That's hot.
What'd you
I'm
like?
going to just pretty much activate his gag reflex.
Guys,
That's
this is
bad.
like one of
Wait,
my
wait.
wildest fantasies. Wait a second.
Now, wait. I have a question. How do you activate his gag reflex? Give me a full explanation.
Let's see. What's the what item can I use? The sheath of my can I? Yeah.
I mean,
You're
Sheath
gonna
of my
shove
sword.
a sheath of a sword into his mouth.
back in
I'm
back
gonna
You
in
need
middle
something
school,
a bit thinner, lad.
back
Alright.
in middle school, someone mixed ranch with milk, and that made me gag enough to vomit. So I mean, if you want to do that, that'll
No,
work.
You know
alright,
what? I
so
put my ass up to his face.
Okay, I vomit 100%. Yeah, no, I
What are
can't
you
handle
guys doing?
so he
fucking
just
hell.
watches this as John's trying to shove a sheath of a sword into his mouth and King is spreading eagle. Just to say out of clarification to get this over with, Aaron is so disgusted by the situation, gold comes spewing out. Along with yesterday's lunch. You take 2 points of damage from the upchuck. But that's it. You're no longer choking, Aaron, although you still do feel
Insert
the
golden
impulse.
shower joke
Guys,
here.
guys, I'm at 48 HP.
You still feel the
I'm
impulse to
going to-
continue swallowing more.
I'm just
Can I
gonna.
bitch slap
I'm
him?
really good at swallowing, guys.
King, just cast Lesser Restoration. That should probably help.
I don't have that.
Oh my fucking
You're
god.
useless.
I need a short rest at least to study it.
You're useless. A cleric with no healing spell.
Alright.
I have healing spells. I don't have undoing spells. Oh wait, I have one
Yeah,
one
let's
clear
flip the
spell
sign
down.
that make
Crap.
What the
every single
fuck,
day.
Wolf?
As Aaron did start swallowing gold, you notice there's a treasure chest underneath the gold pile that Aaron was trying to dive into.
Swallowing. Alright, I cast knock on the treasure chest, which immediately unlocks it. It's magic. There's no
Yeah.
save or anything.
I gotcha. It pops open. Inside you see a very interesting looking item. It's a piece of paper with something written on it.
Okay, and it says, "Lol, you just got beamed."
Okay, actually,
What?
I need
Gotcha,
to read my spell
fools.
list better. Guess what I do have?
Wait, King, what?
I need to look at my spell list better.
Okay.
Lesser
John?
Restoration is now being cast.
My god.
Wait, did you really have Lesser Restoration this entire time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow,
I'm
you
a
disappointed.
You take 5 points of
I'm gonna
poison
cast
damage
that.
before you get rid of the poison in your body.
Just as spite.
Yeah, that was dumb on your own.
Yeah, I'm doing it on him and me, so I'm touching us both and casting it.
Wait,
Don't touch me.
You're
Don't
touching
touch me.
Aaron?
You could be be diseased. I don't want you to touch me.
Alright,
Shut up, you're being healed, damn it! Do
Aaron,
not resist!
Aaron feels blood start to trickle down his leg. Alright, no, so, go ahead and roll for the lesser restorations real quick. Alright.
Okay. For
Who
his,
wants-
I'm doing his first.
Who's checking the piece of paper in the chest?
Me.
I'll do it.
What language is it?
I'll do it.
Aaron's the
Wait,
restoration.
Wait, King first. Alright, does lesser restoration remove curses or no?
You can touch one creature and either end one disease or one condition afflicted.
Okay, so I'll
Oh.
count that. It'll be counted as a curse. Alright. So you remove the curse off Aaron, and remove your poison damage.
That's it.
Yay.
And it doesn't heal, does it? Or does it give any?
No, it
that's
doesn't
all it
heal.
does.
Just
Okay.
ends.
So you stop taking damage finally. Everything puckers back up. Alright, so there is as the
God
chest
damn it.
opens, an old piece of paper with what looks to be some sort of strange word written on it. It's one word and it's really big.
Lol.
Yes, Alice?
What is it?
What language is it?
None of you recognize it. It seems to be an ancient language.
I cast comprehend languages.
Fucking
I knew
goddamn
you
you with
would.
that damn spell between that and identify. I swear to God. Someone.
It is not identify.
I'm gonna put a fucking bounty on Zilpip's head that's even higher.
It's already 2 million, bro.
If it gets high enough, King might betray them.
Everyone turns on Zilpip. I'm sorry, the gold's just too worth it. At that point, Zilpip just understands
your
let you
death.
kill Piplas. Alright.
Fake your death.
Comprehend languages. It says, and I'm no joke, the most generic saying, open sesame is what it reads.
Wow.
Do you
We
read
just got punked, boys.
Zilpip, I have a question. As you read this, are you gonna read this out loud, or are you reading this quietly? Silently?
Oh, it's gonna do something. I'm not reading it out loud.
Read it out loud.
Do it. Do it.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Okay, I'm gonna step 10 feet back real quick before any of them can do anything, and then I'm gonna say it.
Okay, you hear
Oh, no.
Wolf suddenly shout, Zilpip suddenly shout, open sesame. In front of you, Zilpip, plops two doors of a bright oak. They're very nicely and ornate designed with gold inlaid into them. They have windows looking into them, and they seem to lead into what sounds like a rather large bar/casino.
God damn it, this is fucking Alibaba.
Out of my way.
What?
Out of my
Oh.
way, you.
No one
bitch.
else can see this but Zilpip.
And
But did we
did
all
I say
hear
it
him
in
say
the
this?
language?
Yep, you did.
Okay.
No one else
What kind of-
understands what you're speaking.
Can I roll to replicate what he said?
Nope. There's literally no way you could understand. This is a dead language. This has not existed for almost 2,000 years.
Yeah, but
A casino.
I'm gonna start cursing him out in Dwarvish then for speaking gibberish.
Oh, I mean, that's weird.
He
I-
understands it, but okay.
I'm
No,
gonna try to see if this is like Arcana. Can I see if this is like a portal or something?
Sure, go
or
ahead.
what kind of
Identify the
magic is
door.
going on here?
use an Arcana check for me. No one else can
I
see
know.
there's doors here. Everyone just sees Zilpip kind of fascinated with something.
Just cast identify the door.
Is he high?
I don't know if that would do anything though.
What did you roll for your Arcana
If
check?
it's magic, I will. 28.
It's a portal to another dimension.
Is
Ah,
this a
that's
happy dimension or a sad one?
Well-
It's a casino.
You can tell
blackjack
this magic is
hookers.
probably older than the gods themselves. As you look,
That's hot.
no joke, this is an ancient magic. From what you can tell, it's very old, and like I said, from what you've never heard of a spell like this, you can hear what sounds like chatter inside of it, and the magic doesn't seem to be dangerous. It seems completely neutral. This doesn't seem like a spell that would attack you. Given your high Arcana spell or roll, you would actually recognize at this point if it was actually dangerous towards you. It just seems to be a door or a portal opening to another dimension that someone
Just in
else
case.
set up.
Piplis is gonna cast Identify, just in case.
Piplis
On the
can't
door.
see it.
Oh, right.
Have Piplis say it.
Long rest, cast
Piplis
identify.
can't speak, from what if I remember correctly.
Piplis can
Right.
speak.
Can he?
He just never does.
Oh, okay.
I thought he only growls.
Well, I mean, he does that to everyone.
The only thing he's ever done is growl because he's an evil,
It's
hateful
Zilpip's.
person.
It's Zilpip's evil
little
twin.
gremlin.
Yeah, surprisingly, Zilpip's a good one.
Yeah, seriously, Zilpip's the nice one of the two. He keeps
Piplis.
Piplis in check.
Piplis has more maniacal thoughts. He's come up with a nuke and he's just holding it in his mind, waiting to use it when Zilpip dies. He's got his plans.
Okay,
And the
Piplis is the guy who takes on Greg and wins.
Piplis is the guy that gets his
Is
ass
Piplis
handed to him
gonna
by
be-
Red Rum.
The main
Is
villain.
Piplis gonna be the D&D version of the Stig?
Oh god, no. Alright, so, Zilpip, what are you gonna
yeah.
do? You can smell alcohol, you can smell something really warm and well cooked.
This seems
Question,
so
since I'm a dwarf,
fun,
can I smell the alcohol?
Nope, none of you can
but
tell
it also seems like a trap. And I don't want to go in alone, but I also do.
Just bring
But
one
I'm
of
not
those.
going to.
As you start to
Um,
contemplate, the door starts to fade away slowly.
Alright.
I mean, this isn't the
okay.
one-time use thing, obviously.
I mean,
You now know this. You can
Aaron,
shoot
run
me
into
the
that wall
wall.
right there.
Yes, okay, yes sir. And I just
Okay.
sprint full speed into the wall. Can I roll a strength check, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Strength
Does
check.
he? Does he go into the portal?
Okay.
You
I
can't
got
hear
that
it,
one.
Drawing
but the face palm is real. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I got that one.
Okay, so as you charge forward, Zilpip,
Knocks himself
you
out.
see the portal vanish. Aaron runs into a stone wall, cracks it with his head, falls back unconscious. You take 5 points of damage to your head. You now have a concussion.
I
While
look at
that's
him,
happening,
fucking moron! I told you
Yes,
this is Dwarven
Alice.
architecture.
What?
There's no
I
way your
regret
small head
nothing.
can break that.
All right, Alice. Well, Alice, why this is happening? What's your plan here?
you said there was a bag on top of the gold, right?
Yep.
I'm casting
Oh, God.
Identify on that bag.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Smart man.
Bag of devouring.
What
Look at
is
that.
it
God,
gonna be,
Eats
though?
everything.
Well, Wolf's not wrong. It is exactly that.
Oh,
It is a
shit.
bag of devouring that is sitting on that thing. For those who don't know what a bag of devouring is, let me
It's a
pull up the
50-50 chance
official
of your item.
description of it. If I can spell devouring right. You know, it's funny, with how many monsters I have eat people, I still can't spell devouring. So,
You know what?
this bag
I'm gonna start using
superficially
this to cuss it. This
resembles
cuss it
a
to
bag
Dwarvish.
of holding, but is a feeding orifice for a gigantic extra-dimensional creature. Turning the bag inside out closes the orifice. The extra-dimensional creature attached to the bag can sense whatever is placed inside the bag. Animal or vegetable matter placed wholly in the bag is devoured and lost forever. When part of a living creature is placed in the bag, as happens when someone reaches inside it, there's a 50% chance that the creature is pulled inside the bag. A creature inside the bag can use its action to try and escape with a successful DC 15 strength check. Another creature can use its action to reach into the bag to pull a creature out. Doing so will, with a successful DC 20 strength check, provided it isn't pulling inside the bag first. Any creature that starts its turn inside the bag of devouring, its body's destroyed. Inanimate objects can be stored in this bag, which can hold a cubic foot of such material. However, once each day, the bag swallows any object inside it and spits them out into another plane of existence. The GM determines the time and play.
This is the feed hole for that Titan beholder, I guess.
Or
Alright,
if
well,
you could
I'm
think
going
about
in there,
this
boys.
in an
See you later.
optimistic way, this is an interrogation tool.
So,
Oh,
who wants a bag of devouring?
Me.
I'll take it.
Aaron,
Me.
you're unconscious. All right.
You're unconscious.
I don't care. I want
And no
it.
one else knows that this is a bag devouring except for Alice. I will
I want
That's
mention,
true.
with an identify spell, you do realize that if you put this inside of a bag of holding, or you put a bag of a holding inside of it, or a portable hole, it will cause a
Yeah.
black hole and the
We
universe.
know how that works.
Please do not
It's
do
only
that.
a 10-foot radius black hole, though,
Well,
and then it disappears.
The DM isn't as
I
nice
like
as
that.
you.
I want to do that. Can we like do that like to one of the gods? Like
So
prank
wait,
them?
off character.
Like
if
lol,
I-
you
what
get
is
that
it?
prank.
If I pull out the orifice and put it inside out, it's just a regular bag of holding, or is it still a bag of devouring?
It
It's just a
closes the
bag.
orifice. It just becomes a bag if you pull it inside out, so it can only hold like at most about 20 gold pieces inside of it.
Okay.
And then what if you turn it inside out again? Does it turn
You
back?
mean back
normal?
out? Yeah,
Turn
it
it
would
back
turn
or
back.
inside out?
It
Yeah,
would
what
turn
does
back
that
into
help?
an orifice. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
It does not close. All right, unless well, you can actually get a bag of devouring fixed on that factor with certain spells. If I remember,
That's not.
I think certain spells actually do fix bag of devouring. I'd have to Google it though to remember what it was. All right.
I'm gonna look at the moron who just ran into the wall and
Mhm.
call him a witless, elf-kissing tunnel worm.
Okay. Aaron does
Just
not notice this because he is currently unconscious. Zilpip does
I
not
don't
care, and John and
Anyone who knows
Alice
that's
are doing
dwarvish
other things.
cursing, it's funny.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. And from here, we will continue next time for the dungeon crawl of a lifetime. Thank you for those who watched. I hope you enjoyed. I've got to remember to save this map before I do something stupid. All
Do
right.
I get to add that ruby to my inventory?
No, because you didn't put it in your inventory yet. So
Guys, I
I'm
ran
still
into a
holding it,
wall
though.
and made a